All right, here we go. We're going live now, and we'll see where things go. Oh, look at that, Brian Smotnick. Brian, you're here early. You're up and at 'em early. Either that, or it's never ended for you through the night. I don't know which. Nonetheless, thank you for being here. Hope all is well. We've got TikTok starting up. We've got Twitch starting up. And let's see. I want to go right there. I'm just getting some drop downs taken care of. We'll handle that, and then we'll be off and running. And I don't know whether anybody has looked at the I don't know whether anybody has looked at the title of today stream, but the title of today's stream is Friday at McFarland's Ranch, and that's where I'm going to be going. I thought today it's been quite some time since I have done a solo call to arms. I thought that I might try that this morning and see what happens, see where we go with that. I do know that call to arms has been revolving over the last couple of years. It's up, it's down, it's constantly circling and moving, so we'll see what happens with that. Just got home from a 16-hour shift, says Brian. Well, I'll tell you what, Brian, that's a little bit of work, but you're a young guy. I know you can handle it. You can handle it, right? Right, Brian? All right. ECU Al is with us. Good morning, ECU Al. All the way from North Carolina. We have no Rizzy Chris right here. He happens to be in the lobby with me at the present time, in which case I'm going to bid him farewell here in just a moment because I feel a little bit frisky this morning. And I just thought that it's been so long since we've done a call to arms, I wanted to go in and do it and see what will happen. But before I do that, I certainly need to clean these glasses in order to be able to see anything. I don't want to lose anybody in a smudge and have them unaccounted for and then take a bullet in the back of the head, that type of thing. Or for that matter, in the front of the head. Either way, I don't want to be taking no bullet from them, that's for sure. So I actually got up late this morning. Lace had to actually wake me up this morning. It was so bad. Yeah, I think it's because I've been working outside for so many hours, cleaning up from all of this debris that has been blown over onto my property from them logging the property next door to me and behind me. Just one of those things that happens. It's just one of those things that happens. So I'm out there doing my cleanup, that type of thing. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can take and pull in, yes, I can. I can pull in YouTube as well. We'll get that taken care of. And yeah, there you have it. Now, as it turns out, I got this throat issue going on, probably from being outdoors and doing all of those crazy things as well. But nonetheless, yeah, that's it. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, there we are. Well, I'll tell you what, as the sun comes up, we'll move on towards McFarland's Ranch and see what happens. All right, I'm going to get that drop down going once again, see if we can get that over there. We've got that over there. I got Blaine over there on TikTok, and I got, it looks like Yuva, okay, and Isma, and let's see, Go Ducks. We got Go Ducks over there. Well, I'll tell you what, good morning to everybody over there as well. All right, let's see. Katie is unable to be with us this morning. She's got some things going on in personal life. She's off and running. She's just on the giddy up in real life, so we're without her this morning, but hopefully she'll be back tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Anyway, we're just going it alone today, so to speak, don't you know? And here's some camp stew. I'm going to just take a look, and look at that. I can make some cowboy bean stew, and we'll do that. Now, listen, when you make one of these cowboy bean stews, you're going to get a one count towards your belt buckle. Now, if you're capable of making a cowboy bean stew, you can technically go down here and you can start right off at the bottom, make this one, boom, then make this one right behind it, boom, then make this one right behind it, and then this one right behind it, and then finally the cowboy bean stew. And what you'll get is you'll get five, count them, five, you'll get 5 different credits. That's what you'll get. And that way you'll progress along quite quickly. Now, those lower level stews that you have to make prior to getting to that top level stew, it's very insignificant amount of materials that you'll use up. So I say go for it. That's what I did when it come time for me to do what I needed to do in order to get that belt buckle. And so that's exactly the way that I would do it. And if I was with somebody and I went to their camp and they hadn't made a stew and I could make a stew in their camp, I'd start right from the bottom and I'd work my way right to the top. And as I worked my way to the top, I'd get 1 credit, 2 credits, 3 credits, 4 credits, 5 credits, and there you have it. It was all said and done before you know it, and you had that belt buckle. It was just awesome the way that you could blow through it. And not only that, but you got the benefit of having the top-notch stew available for you to go on about your business during the game. So that was always cool. I like doing that. That's something that you might think about doing along the way. Bob joined in. Jake joined in over there on TikTok. And TV Azuso joined in. Welcome all. And let's see who else we've got over here. Well, I'll tell you what, it seems to be a little slow starting this morning for TikTok, so we'll just have to see what happens there. Nick Daniels over on YouTube. Good morning, Nick Daniels. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Anybody that hasn't subscribed to my YouTube, I'd appreciate it if you do that, because it gives me that one count. It gives me another subscription, and it helps me to move along as far as the numbers go with YouTube. And it doesn't cost a thing. There is no cost to subscribing to the YouTube channel or the TikTok channel or the Twitch channel. None of those. So that would be kind of cool to go about doing. It helps me out. And the main thing is that when you do that, make sure that you hit the like, the follow, and the notification button. That notification button is important to let you know when I am on, if you so choose to join in and watch the program that we've got going on. And hopefully you'll do that. And that would be much appreciated on my end for sure. All right, we've got that. Now, if you notice, my gold right now is right there. You can see it. Next milestone at the top of the screen is going to be 10,000 gold. I'm presently at 9,860 gold. That's where I'm at. So we're moving along pretty good in that respect. And should I be able to complete the challenge that I've placed upon myself today for doing the call to arms solo at McFarland's Ranch, I'll receive another full bar of gold. Full bar of gold. I like that. I like that a whole lot. Hamish Jameson, good morning. Jacob McKinney, good morning. Morris, good morning. Shane Webster, good morning. All right. Listen, you're right here. You're part of Cowboy Strong gang at this point. And over here in this gang, we're all for one. We're one for all. You mess with one, you mess with all, and we never surrender. We might beat feet out of there, but we don't surrender. That's for sure. We're not going to be like the sheep that are being herded to slaughter. No, we're not going to be like that. We just say, hey, you know what? I'm gone. I'm gone. Don't want to be if it isn't a fair fight, then get on out of there. Don't give those griefers what they want, that's for sure. And that is the opportunity to fight you. So if you fight back, they just put a smile on their face and they say, oh, this is going to be easy pickings with my cheats in place. That's what they say. But not so for me. Now, a fair fight, that's one thing. An unfair fight, well, I get out of there. Travis Stock, good morning. Oh, no audio. Oh, sorry about that. That's my fault right there. I was asleep at the wheel, Travis. Thank you for popping that up. I appreciate it a whole bunch. There's so many steps for me to do in the morning to tie these all together. Sometimes I forget them because you got to remember now, I've just gotten fiber optics. I've just been able to bring TikTok back into the Twitch stream, and now we've added YouTube because we have the capability, we have the power to make it all happen together. And to be able to sync them all together, it takes me a minute. So Travis Stock, thank you very much for pointing that out. It was just one easy click of the button and we're good to go. At least I believe we are. And you might be able to come back on and say, yay, I got it. I got some noise in my head. So that's that. All right, you can see that I'm out in the Great Plains here. This is probably my favorite area to have a camp. Next favorite area would be the Heartlands, but I'm pretty much in the Great Plains mostly. And the reason that I'm in the Great Plains mostly is because first you have first you can go to the left or you can go to the right, depending upon which way you're facing. In the plains, you're in the middle of the map, so to speak. So it's a short distance in one direction, a short distance in the other direction, and it just made good sense to me. And it's somewhat open. There's black water right nearby. There's tall trees if you're looking to have a moonshine shack. It's a quick ride to Armadillo or the Hennigan Steed. It's a quick ride to Valentine, that type of thing, so on and so forth. So cool. Good morning. Good morning, Zoe. There's Zoiks. That's what it is. Zoiks over there on TikTok. Good morning, Zoiks. Well, I'll tell you what. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. So cool. Glad that you're here. Well, let's see. I'll mention a couple of things before I take and I'll go lay my life on the line. And then once I mention these few things, I will go lay my life on the line and we'll see what happens. Now, don't forget, I take a lot of pride in my character here, in the fact that I like playing the game fair and, straight up. There are certain parts of the game that I just don't like at all. For example, Painted Black. And I don't like Painted Black because the fact of the matter is if you want to be an authentic cowboy, they didn't have Painted Black back in the day. And so, I mean, that would be like having some sort of a laser-guided bullet, back in the day. Well, as you know, they didn't have that. Now, some people will say, well, gee, what about, E-rounds? Well, the fact of the matter is they had E-rounds back in the day. E-rounds were developed back in 1844 so that they were available. Obviously, they were hard to get. They were probably very expensive, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm sure the average cowpoke didn't go around buying up E-rounds. That's for sure. That's what I would say. Now, as far as a detector goes, yeah, they had a detector. They had a detector way back, even before 1899, and it was developed by, who was it developed by? I think it was developed by, well, I'm trying to think off the top of my head now, and I can't think quite clearly enough this morning just yet, but it was developed by, it was either Alexander Graham Bell, or I think it was probably Bell that did it. He developed it in order to try to find a bullet that was lodged in President McKinley's body. They couldn't find it. The doctors couldn't find it when he was shot. And so they went out and they developed this detector to try to find the bullet within his body so that they could remove the bullet and save McKinley's life. But as it turned out, the detector worked fine, but they couldn't find the bullet. And ultimately, McKinley he succumbed to his wounds and ultimately died. But that was the beginning of the detector. So in any event, that's all I got for you this morning. And right now, it's just a beautiful morning right out here in the Great Plains, and that's exactly where we are. It is early morning. We can hear the tweet of the birds at 7:07 a.m., and it's 53 degrees out. Now, I'm going to just take a quick look at my weapons. I'm going to look at my Springfield. Yeah, that's all cleaned up. My repeater, that's all cleaned up. And there you can see my navies. Those are both all cleaned up. I'm good to go there. It looks like a dynamite. I probably don't have the dynamite that I need or that I want. So I think what I'll do is I'll just quickly travel out to McFarland's, not McFarland's ranch, but the Emerald Ranch. We'll go out there and we'll see the fence and we'll see about getting a little bit of dynamite so that I've got it if I need it and if I can get to it quick enough when I need it as I go about trying to take on McFarland's Ranch solo. So let's see where we're going right here. Come on now. Emerald Ranch right there. Boom. We're off and we're running. All right, here we are at McFarland's Ranch. I'm sorry, this is Emerald Ranch. It's not McFarland's Ranch. McFarland's Ranch is where I'm headed. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I heard some geese or some ducks, in which case I can use just a few of them. If I was right here, I'd go ahead and take advantage of that fact right here. All right, let's see what's going to happen. All right, well, I'm going to try it, Brian. I'm going to try it and see what happens. I've got 26 fat right now. I'll just take and cruise down that way quickly and see if I can pick up those last few that I need. No, I've got something for you, but I don't want to give it to you just yet. Don't you know? I'd rather buy something from you, Seamus. So I'm looking for some dynamite. So do you have anything like that around? Baked beans? Well, yeah, okay. I'll buy some baked beans.
Done.
It's only one. Moonshine, how many do I need? Well, I only need 8. I'll buy, $18 worth. I'll just have that while I'm right here. I might as well buy it. Gun oil? No, I don't really need any gun oil just yet. But weaponry, I do need some weaponry. So we'll go down and we'll buy up 8 sticks of dynamite.
Near the campfire.
Now, I don't plan on leaving it near the campfire.
All right.
That would be unwise on my part.
Nor no one else.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to mention it to, Wagner. He's the owner of the Emerald Ranch. As if I'm going to mention it to him. He'll close you down, Seamus. And if he closes you down, I won't be able to have access to some of the things that I need. So I'm not going to let him know about that. I'm not going to say anything. My lips are sealed, as they say. All right, let me just see if there's a couple right here. Are there a couple right here? A couple of ducks right here? Oh yeah, there is. Oh, but look at the deer running through. It doesn't even disturb the ducks. But yet when I go to aim, it'll go right to the deer. Well, not so much right there. All right, that's probably enough for us to do what we want. And let's see if we can... Oh, missed that one. I was going to add one extra, but I couldn't. So I've got 4. I'm going to do these 4, and then we're going to be out of here, and we're going to be heading off to McFarland's Ranch. Miss Rizza, good morning. Miss Rizza, all the way from the Netherlands. That's right. And she's going to be here. She's going to be here, and she just wants to make sure that you still remember to get on over and sign the petition that's going on to save Red Dead. And Miss Rizza has started that up, and that's going to be over at, well, let's see, go ahead, Miss Rizza. Tell them where it's at. All right, it's going to be at change.org, www.change.org. That'll get you over there, and then what you want to do is you want to search out Save Red Dead Online, and then you make sure you sign the petition, and that's a good thing. And then from there, if you want to do something else, then the next thing that you could do is go in and contact Rockstar regarding... Now you go into their site for support, and you go all the way down at the bottom, and down at the bottom you have the opportunity to give an opinion as to what you think Rockstar may like to do on your behalf. And you can go in and you can fill out a ticket in that area. You can tell them what you think about the game and what you'd like to have happen. Maybe some maintenance, maybe a minor download. Tell them to urge them to come on back here. We miss them, and we need some assistance. We want to revitalize this game and bring some more people back in. Because you know what? It's a lot easier to take and create a good download for this game. The members, the past members that no longer play, they would flood back into this game to play it. Absolutely flood back in. And the fact of the matter is, it would be so much cheaper for them to do that than it would be to, worry about coming up with a new game, at least just yet anyway. And you know darn well that it's going to take them 8-10 years to come up with a new game, which I do believe that they are working on, as do so many others believe that. So that's cool. And yeah, it's like Miss Rissa says, we need all the help that we can get. Here to watch your stream while I'm playing. Well, great. Thank you, Miss Rizzer. This morning, Miss Rizzer, I decided that what I was going to do is I was going to do something a little bit different. I was going to put my life on the line, and I'm going to go on over to McFarland's Ranch, and I'm going to see about taking it on solo. And we'll see about taking it on solo from there. And going into it solo, I plan on going over and not using any Paint It Black. I've never been a believer in Paint It Black, so I will not use it. And just to let you know, I'm going to take that card off right now. I'm going to remove it. Boom, it's gone. So you can see the only cards that I've got here will be Come Back Stronger. Your health generates faster, and your health begins regenerating much sooner after you take damage. I'm going to definitely use that one. And then the fool me once. You take much less damage each consecutive time that you are shot. This effect ends if you are not shot for 10 seconds. So that will certainly be a help. And then obviously the winning streak. I want to be a winner over there at McFarland's Ranch. I want to be able to save Bonnie McFarland's Ranch from total defeat from the attackers, the marauders that are coming in to take control of that ranch. And I want to be able to help her out. So each consecutive shot on the same target does much more damage than the last. Damage bonus ends if the target is not shot for 10 seconds. Well, I'll tell you what, when I start shooting on somebody, I'm not going to wait 10, 12 seconds. No, I'm just going to lay the lead down on them. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay the lead down on them. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Alex James is here, and he just purchased a subscription. Thank you for that, Alex James. I hope you enjoy the streams throughout the month. What's this? Tiny Tink over there on TikTok. And let's see, we still have Nick Daniels over there on YouTube. So it's time to go, folks. It's time to go. So I'm going to leave the comfort of this private lobby and no Rizzy Chris, and I'm going to head on over to McFarland's Ranch. So let's pop it out. Telegrams right there. Call to arms right there. Blackwater, Fort Mercer, Strawberry Valentine. There's McFarland's Ranch right there. It's been a while since I have done any of these solo. I've been doing these solo off and on for years now. I think that I might be, if not the first, one of the very first to do solo call to arms. And I definitely think maybe the first to do it with no ability card. And then I even went so far to do a couple of them without any ability cards whatsoever. No ability cards in place. Now, I think that you'll find that Rockstar has ratcheted up these call to arms somewhat, and they're a lot different than they used to be. I think the people, once you get into wave 6 and above, they're harder to kill. It's easier for them to kill you. It's easier to get one and done shot on yourself. They'll pop you one time and it's all over. And hopefully I can stay moving and I can have enough protection so that I don't have to worry about a one and done. But that's generally what it is that's going to take me out, a one and done.
Yeah, thank you. We didn't think no one would come.
Yeah, well, I came. I'm foolish enough to come, don't you know? All right, let's pop these. Let's pop the dynamite. Let's get rid of the dynamite. And I want to get rid of everything that is here that could potentially come back and bite me in the butt. So I want to get rid of all this dynamite. It's great that you're able to use it to benefit yourself, to protect yourself, maybe to be aggressively used to take out some of the marauders, the bandits that come into McFarland's Ranch. But more often than not, it comes back and it bites me. So I'm going to just get rid of it. I'm just going to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of as much of it as I can. And usually that means all of it. That means all of it. Because I know where it all is. I've done this a few times. So we'll just have to take it from there. Now, having said that I have done it a few times, I want to make sure my wheel is in place. It is. And I think that the one thing that bothers me the most is that when I come in to do a call to arms, what you're going to find is that any time that I go to use a minty big game, I'll take it, and my heart, well, in this case, it turned yellow. But you're going to find that as this game goes on, it will not turn yellow. It'll just stay white. And so I can't tell whether I'm jacked up on minty big game or not. And so that being the case, I wind up taking a lot of it along the way just to make sure that I'm as safe as possible. All right, let's take and pop off some of these. There's a couple more to be done and to be taken care of. And we got another one here someplace. And I don't know, there might be another one around. I'm not exactly sure. But what I am going to do is I'm going to light up this wagon. I'm going to get that out of there. I've even had that thing blown up with me standing next to it. That didn't bode too well for my character. He just went into absolute pieces. All right, I think I've got everything. I do have a horse that I'm riding. Based upon the number of horses that are in the game here, there'll be plenty for me to ride if I need to, and we'll just see where that takes us. Thank you, Miss Rizza. Salam, Colby! Yeah. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to feed my horse. I'm going to feed this horse some yellow cake. You're going to see that it's going to give the horse some nice yellow cores. That's cool. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this game started. I'm going to get it started. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with the low level rounds. I'm not going to use the heavy stuff. Nope. I'm not going to use the heavy stuff. Now, depending on what you're doing, you see, I don't need to worry about gaining XP because as a level 1000, it just doesn't matter that much any longer. So what I do is I start out with the low level rounds because I want to make sure that I have enough to get me where I need to go. I want the better rounds at the end of the game so that I can really lay it on them hardcore. Now, if I'm with somebody early on in a match like this, then what I would do is I would typically use the better rounds first. And the reason that I'd use the better rounds first is because, well, first of all, you know that you're not going to have all of these guys to fight. That's number one. But number two is that when you use the better rounds, you get an extra 5 XP out of it. Every kill that you get, it's an extra 5 XP. All right, I got somebody coming down this way, so. Oh, there's a few guys. I'm not going to ride right into them because the fact of the matter is, and you can see right here, it's not always, there's been a few of these that I have had some headshots on, but they just didn't die. Maybe it was because I clipped their ear. Maybe their right ear. Maybe I put a hole through their ear, you know, as opposed to their head. There's only 8 left, so. Alright, I was just looking for a couple of easy targets here. You know, you got to remember the old expression, fools rush in. I'm going to go get that guy. I'm going to go get that guy. We're going to eliminate him. Yeah, boom, just like that. He's been eliminated. 2 left. They're not going to survive this either. All right, where are you? Come on over here, buddy. I got something for you. How's that? How you like me now? All right, buddy. Get on over here. I got one for you, too. There you go. All right, we got that handled. Now, what I would do is, what I've pledged myself to do is not only do I have no Deadeye card in place, I will not use the allies here. I will not heal them up. I did not place them in any position. I don't care if they help me or not. Gameaholic is with us. Good morning. And I do not take any ammunition. I won't be taking any ammo. So I kind of place it upon myself as further handicaps, and I will not switch out any guns with any guns that are here on the playing field, which means that I won't be using that Dynamo. That would be good to use if I allowed myself to use it before. But that's not the case here. That is definitely not the case here. Now, what am I going to do? Is I'm playing by myself, and I'm, typically speaking, I won't take and use a tonic until I'm well into the game. Usually wave 6 is when I would start thinking about taking one. I would take one usually in 7 for sure, and that's where it would then begin. But right now, I'm not too concerned about it. A big deal, but at the same time, I don't want to catch a one-shot deal from one of these guys and have it all over. So I'm going to, play security a little bit. I want to be a little bit secure. And obviously, the more headshots that you can get means the less ammo that you use up, and the more that you have for later on when you might need it. When you might need a hail of bullets to protect you. All right, we're out of bounds here a little bit. And we've got 18 to go in this particular wave. In my grave already, you say. And we're not so foolish as to the fact that we're going to stay right there underneath the gunfire of all of these people up here that are joining together in kind of like a little gaggle of marauders. We'll just pick them out one at a time whenever we can, wherever we can. And this is going to be a no-hurry deal. I'm more interested in being able to do it than anything else. But as I say, you've got to be very careful. In the latter rounds, I certainly won't be riding this horse as slow as I am. I'll be moving much faster in order to keep anybody from being able to take a bead on me and pop me off. And it's cool. It's cool. The latter rounds, usually 8, 9, and 10 are the real tough rounds. And we got one guy up here. He's a holdout. He doesn't want to go with the rest of the boys. There we go. All right, we popped him. And we've got some of these people that are here on the ranch that are helping to protect the ranch. These allies, some of those got PTSD. They keep shooting. They keep shooting. What is that? Trettorello portentosa. I might have got that right a little bit. All right. Nick still over there on YouTube. And let's see, we've got a few. All right, howdy. Yeah, howdy to everybody. Anthony Perez. How you doing there, lady? Now listen, make sure that you keep the powder dry. It's getting the rain out. You need to keep the powder dry. All right, and once again, I'm going to take one tonic in the beginning here, just to start off. I don't want to be overwhelmed by any particular group that happens to be at one end of the ranch or the other end of the ranch. And I need to keep these weapons loaded sure. Keep them full. Because you never know when you're going to need to lay a barrage down. Come on out from behind that tree, you dirty dog! Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we've got them. We've got 34 to go. A couple of guys coming in right behind us. gonna put a bullet right between my eyes. That's what he said. Now, initially speaking, you're gonna find that some of these guys, some of these allies are gonna be working with you. And hopefully we won't get into any hot spot. There was a time that I would do these call to arms solo, and I wouldn't even take any tonics until I typically do, back up there at wave 6 and 7. But now I've just decided, Lace has convinced me that you know, the tonic can be replaced. Your life can't within the call to arms, so take it as you need it, and make sure that you stay healthy so that you're able to bring the good fight to them. And so that's what I'm doing these days. And the worst thing that can happen is you get your horse hung up. That's the worst that can happen. Or you have somebody ride up behind you like that. And that's the one main thing that I'm always concerned about when I'm here in the Call to Arms and I'm using the horse, is that I get the horse hung up. And so I pay very close attention to what this horse is doing and where I'm at. And sometimes we can go out of bounds. We just need to make sure we get back in bounds quick enough. And we'll load up these 6-shooters. And we got 4 left. It looks like they're out back of the ranch.
You were one son.
Did you want to finish that sentence? Sorry about that. All right, there they are. That one is done with. And we'll get right on back here. And usually during this time, I'll just take and just to see how things are faring. Make sure that my ammo is where I want it. See how much ammo I've got left. I've only been using, get my dynamite in place, that type of thing. I want to take, and I'm just going to continue to use regular ammo out of my navies. The Cap Vector is here. Appreciate you being here, Cap Vector. Yes, sir. Scoot the Warrior is with us. Yep. And Steve-O. Char just joined over on TikTok. Here we go, wave 4. Now, what I'm using for weapons in this particular call to arms is I'm using my navies. Just like in real life, you can see a great distance is not going to give you the most accuracy and the deadliness that you need out of your weapon. I shot my navies from a long distance, and it took several shots to really put any of those guys down. So you need to keep that in mind. Pistols are good for short distance. Repeaters are good for medium distance, and the long rifles are good for long distance. And this is the deal where you need to be watching your mini-map a lot. You're not going to ride into these guys, but at the same time, you want to know where they're at and which direction you're traveling in order to be able to combat them. And you might change it up. You always want to give yourself a little bit of a breather in between so that you're not tied up in a real serious confrontation. Yeah, it took a round or two for him. And sometimes that happens, and when that happens, you need to worry about the guy behind you. You know, the guy behind you that's going to one-shot you. And like I say, when you slow this horse down, you're a lot more susceptible to some damage. And we got him okay. And you know, it's cool to just be able to ride away and then turn back onto them and deal with them accordingly. Now here, I don't feel comfortable going up there, and particularly with the damage that I just took. So I'm going to just take another tonic here because, as I say, it's more important that I finish this than anything. Mainly because I haven't done them in so long, and I need the ego boost. That's what I need. I need the ego boost. All right, now I'm going to come back down here. Yeah, I need to attend to my computer. I'll do that here when I can get some safety. I want to take it. I don't dare to do anything just yet because we've still got 23 guys out there. And I've got some coming in from different directions now, but I really would like to be able to take care of that. All right, look, I can't do much with my pistol, so I'm going to switch over to my repeater and be able to start dealing some damage at a further distance. All right, I got somebody on horseback here. Yeah, he wants to hide back there. I'll let him hide back there for a little bit. Take on some other guys here. And you see this guy that come running up behind me? He's the one that you got to worry about. Now, he's the one that you need to worry about along the way, being able to take you down. And here's the thing. If they take and put you down, I'm going to reach over here now, keeping an eye on what's going on. Yeah, I got that taken care of. I don't have to worry about that any longer. And let me get that drop down back on. Oh, yee-haw! No Rizzy crack. Yeah, we're off. All right, now my horse is here, so I'm going to jump back on the horse. There's only 10 left to go. Let's go see if we can take out those 10 and be done with them. Come on out here, chicken man. And I call him a chicken man because he's in the chicken coop. There we go. We just popped him. Fillet me, will you? Well, all right, come on over here. I'll stand right here. I'll stand right here. Come on over here and fillet me. Oh, one of the AIs got him. Well, I'll tell you what. I drew him out into the open, and one of the AIs just laid him down. That's what it was. All right, I want to take in just, once again, just check out all my ammo and so on and so forth. See where I stand as far as tonics and whatnot goes, a minty big game, I think I will take and go in and grab some energy. I need to have that energy up to snuff. Yeah, and I can certainly take a moment and, while I've got the moment, and blow Lace a kiss. Oh, there it is right there. I was able to handle that, Chris. Yes, I was. All right, what have we got? This is wave 5. It gets a little more intense right now. I'm going to get off my horse because I know that train is going to come down over the hill. And I want to be able to handle some of these guys right here. And be able to take care of that train as well. So I want to take and get as much of these as I can. And, I've got a sniper on me already. Alright, I got that guy. I'm going to get these guys behind. And you can see all of a sudden, they take a lot more damage. They take a lot more damage. I want to get these guys down here, get these guys off the machine gun that's there, the Maxim gun. We'll see where we're going from here. All the time we know that these guys are going to load in on us, and they're going to come up behind us, and they're going to do all of these crazy things. And I'll take what I need to take in order to stay alive, because remember, even now it's like 42 to 1. Are you kidding me? And we'll just take them as we can. I'd rather be on my horse, I think. Pop and shoot, pop and shoot. And you don't want it to be so consistent that they can time you as well.
This is real.
Got a guy back here.
Bitch.
It is. It's pretty real. Yeah, it is. I don't want that guy to back shoot me. My aim seems to be just a little bit off. Because remember, this is not auto aim. It's auto assist. It's auto assist. Sometimes you get the gun. I'm going to have to move on out of here a little bit. Just to get this large group off from me. And get into another location whereby I can draw them into me one at a time. All right, that one's not working so well. I'm a little bit far away. I will take and switch over to the Springfield. And I'll go down here. This is wave 5. This is an early wave, really. What do they do here? I'll be cold dead soon, you say? Well, I kind of hope it's the other way around, don't you? This is not how it's going to end for me. I'll show you why. Because I'm going to run over here. That's why. If they gang up on me too much, I'll just let them chase me around a little bit. Just making sure that there's nobody else. Look at the number of rounds that it took to take that one guy out. You know, they've got anybody else out there? Yeah, there's a few out there still.
In your grave already!
In my grave already! Alright, let's beat back over this way a little bit.
Don't mind if I keep your boots. You lousy son of a bitch!
Now he calls me a laughing son of a bitch. I'm not laughing. You don't hear me laughing.
Oh, any regret?
You don't hear me laughing at all. I take this quite serious, as a matter of fact. All right, let's see if we can get a couple of quick shots in here.
I got you a one-way ticket.
That was all on one guy. That was all on one guy. All right, let's draw them over this way. Let's draw them over to us. We'll get over this way. We'll see if they come running over this way. If they do, it might give us an advantage here. I'm one dead what? Can't talk to me like that. What you doing?
I ain't long for this life, you no-good bastard.
I ain't long for this life, says you.
Oh, I'm gonna have fun watching you die.
Alright, where is he? Anybody else over there? I thought I saw somebody else over there. Alright, we got 8 to go. Wave 5. They're sniping on me. They're picking up taking a bite on me here and there. We got 4 left.
This ain't gonna end well for you bastard.
It isn't, huh? Well, it could happen. It could happen, don't you know?
I'll cut your fingers off and feed them to you, son.
Chase him around the tree. Yeah, we've got 1 to go. He's out here someplace. Here he is out there on the road.
The air for you.
And now 6 starts. And this horse is still in pretty good shape, so we don't have to worry too much about him, I don't believe. And a few seconds left to go. I'll take some tonic here to start her out with. Andre, good evening. Good day. All right, let's see if we can get going here.
Just make this quick, boy. Only
Gonna make it quick, boy, he says. I made it as quick as I could on him. Cut him down as quick as I could. Got some guys behind me. Ain't no one gonna save me. I know that. I know that. I got no one with me to save me. Bonnie's, she's holed up in the house, don't you know? All of her ranch hands are away. Now what I could do is I could pop down here.
You better not disappoint me, feller.
You're gonna die.
I'll blow my face off.
You're a kid. Say hello.
They're all
to
trying to come in around me. All right, they're rolling in around me. It's time for me to skedaddle on out of here just a little bit and draw them away so that I can get some good shots on them. I've always wondered whether or not when you shoot a guy, let's say you put a round in him and you don't kill him, is he weaker? Is he weaker in his ability to be able to shoot you? Okay, now I just took a yellow cake, and you can see that right there, it is very, very difficult to determine that I have yellow core, a yellow health core. Alright, I got a guy way over there. And I wounded that guy. I gave that guy a mortal wound. And you can tell the mortal wounds by the X's and the way that they respond. If you see them red, a red X, you know you've got them. But a maroon X means that they've been mortally wounded. And then you'll hear them thrash around a while. Put him out of his misery. And we'll watch that mini-map. Now, here's a game, I mean, if you come in and you do one of these solo, then what you're looking to do is you're looking to complete. You're not, this is not a time-sensitive issue here. You're looking to stay alive, and you're looking to be able to complete. You're looking for the overall game win. And that being the case, don't worry about how long it's taking. You know, get the job done. I got that one guy that I want to keep going over to. I don't want him, I want him right there. There we go, we got him out of there. 19 to go, wave 6, then we start getting really difficult with at least one wagon and one bucket head. And, you know, one would say, well, do you play different when you play Call to Arms? Well, there is a difference. I play differently when I'm playing Call to Arms solo as opposed to with somebody else. There's no doubt about that. Just like I play a different kind of game when I'm streaming than I do when I'm out in the free roam on my own. When I'm just playing the game by myself or with Lace, it's a different kind of game that I play. All right, we've got 16 left. Let's just move up a little bit and see what that brings. Yeah, I gotta move in order to be able to take some tonics here. I don't want them to squeeze me to a point whereby I cannot take and fight back. Somebody down this way. And right now I've got Lord Escanar inviting me to a party, but the fact of the matter is I can't go to the party right now. So I'll have to get a hold of you a little bit later. All right, we're about ready to get into a critical area. I'll let them use up a little bit of rounds. We've only got 12 left, but nonetheless, we'll just run over this way. Let them chase me around a little bit. Yeah, if I can get a good shot on somebody. There's one good shot on somebody. They're a little bit apprehensive about moving over this way, I think. Steinfa! Whoa. That was meant to intimidate. That's what it was meant to do. I'm looking to see, he's way on over there. Let me run over this way. See if I can draw some people out into the open here. And right now, I just don't want to tonic up at this point. There's only 6 left, I think. Although it only takes 1. Gonna make me pay. We got some others that are gonna be running towards us. There should be in it. Now let me run back here, see if I can pull them out in the open. Over.
You ain't long for this guy, you good bastard. This is how you'll drop.
All right, now we're headed towards 7. Now, did you know that if you see an X on the ground, even though it's a call to arms, you can loot them? See, I just picked up, I was looting them. And it's only those that you see an X on. I want to call my, well, I can't call my horse. I've got to run to the horse, I guess. Wherever I left him. I don't know exactly where I left him. This is going to be a war wagon, and it's also going to be a bucket head. So now I've got to be concerned about both of those. Now, when I was talking earlier about I play the game differently when I'm by myself as opposed to, let's say, in a solo call to arms, and what I mean by that is that, for example, I would have already taken out that wagon at this point. I would have taken out the wagon early on just to get that off my back. But the one thing that I know is I know where the wagon is. And so as long as I know where the wagon is, and I know as long as it's going to settle down and become a fixed object, as long as I don't go into that area until I'm ready, I'm okay.
It's over for you.
Alright, I'm going to leave a horse there. And I'm going to start setting up an escape route by taking and getting some horses and putting them in different positions. Just in case I need to really beat feet. Oh, it's just fighting my way to a horse at this point. And let's see if we can work on into the stable and grab a horse. And we got some guys chasing us on in here. And I've got a sniper on me, so I'm going to be out of here. I don't want to give that sniper the chance of being able to one-shot me. And speaking of one-shot, there's a buckethead right there. And we put some rounds into him. Weaken him up a little bit, maybe, hopefully. Head right there. I don't know how much more this buckethead is. Oh, there we go. I killed him. Now we're going to have some guys come down behind us, I think. They're going to come from all around. Well, we got 30 left in 7. A couple of boys. Do I have the opportunity to... I just put one round right on that gunner in that war wagon, but it wasn't enough to kill him. See if I can get another one in on him. Nope. Alright, I'm going to head right on back to my little place right here. See if I can get these guys down a little bit more before I go becoming the assaulting individual. Come on, step out from behind that tree. There we go.
You bought it. You dumb hit.
Oh, you can hear him. He was over there whining. He was hurt pretty badly. Alright, I'm going to just make sure that we got another guy coming here.
Wife at home? I'll go make a call for you.
I guess they think they're going to intimidate me by riding up upon me. Another guy. Oh, there he is.
Moments, you son of a bitch.
Oh, it just wants to constantly. Alright, I want to see if I can get that wagon from here. There's one strike. There we go. We got him.
Don't send you to hell, mister.
I trapped myself right there in that wheelbarrow, huh? Oh, we got a sniper out there someplace. One left. Should be another sniper.
You're a dead man.
Yes, you are! Alright, let's see if we can get another horse and get another horse into an area whereby it could serve us well under certain circumstances. This is coming into wave 8. Gonna get just a little bit tougher. Well, I think they get a whole lot tougher, quite frankly. Alright, well, I'm on this horse. I'm going to stick with this horse for a few minutes, I think. And I'm going to go ahead and give him some yellow cake. Make sure that he doesn't take too awfully much damage. They're all ganging up on me back there, so I'm riding away.
Boy, you're about to
That other guy over there is a buckethead. I'm not so interested in dealing with him just yet. Alright, well, we found one of the wagons, obviously. And I'm going to leave this horse right here for a quick getaway if I need to. And I am going to switch over one of my 6-shooters with an E-round. Oh, shut my hat off. What the hell you doing? Shoot my hat off. I like that hat. That was a perfectly good hat until you come along. Time to get out of here. Oh, they're honing in on me. I gotta go, folks. I gotta go. As real as it gets, you say? I'm going to have to do something here to get out of here. I'm kind of getting myself boxed in here a little bit. And I can't quite tell what my heart is. Now it seems like I've lost a ring. I don't know where that's gone. So now I'm kind of at a disadvantage here because I don't know what I've got for protection here in the way of minty big game or, let's see. No, look at that. It doesn't do anything. I think that's kind of a detriment. Oh no. Go, get out of there. Get out of there, badass. Get out of there.
You'll be cold dead.
Oh, we got a few bucket heads down there now. We're gone. All right, let's see where we are. We're at wave 8. We've got 32 to deal with here. And I'm picking apart these bucket heads. Picking apart the bucket heads a little bit. At least I've got my rings back so that I can tell where I'm at as far as protection goes.
Ponte a rezar.
All right, let's see if we can gonna go back to my that repeater loaded up. I still got a few shots here of regular ammo that I can try to weaken some guys with.
You busy yourself in the boy.
All right, it looks like I might have to use some E rounds on them at this point. All right, I've drawn everybody down here. Now I'm going to beat feet back where I came from.
David through. Either way, you die.
Well, he says either way I die, but the fact of the matter is it looks like it's occurring to them. Uh-oh. Gotta get rid of that.
This is where your life goes for him.
That went on to I think I finally got him.
Save you!
No one's gonna save me. I know I'm gonna save me. Oh, dirty, rotten, no good, low-down, yellow belly, sap-sucking scallywags. All right, there goes another bucket head, gone. But definitely not forgotten.
Better not disappoint me, feller.
I don't plan on disappointing you. What do we got? We've got 15 to go in 8. Is that all I got, boy? Well, I got some more. I'm just getting organized. I'm gonna bring it to you, don't you know? Oh, better keep my head down.
This is how you'll drive.
Hey, mister!
Where are they?
Hurry and just kill
Come on! No, I'm not gonna kill myself. That'd be kind of silly at this point, don't you think?
You ain't long for this life, you no good bastard.
Well, I plan on being longer than you. How you like me now? Yeah, I know. This is it for you.
I'm gonna watch your bastard ass cut down.
You ain't gonna watch nothing. Yeah, poked his lights out.
I'm gonna cut you to pieces, you son of a bitch.
Angel of the Dark. Yeah.
I'll have you shaking
Where are you?
hands of St. Peter, you cur.
Hey, what do you think of me now? All right, now what can I do here? Well, I'm going to take my Springfield, and this is something that you can do. I'm going to take some tonic because I don't want to be out there completely exposed. And I just put an E round in my Springfield, and I'm going to just try to. Oh, I got that guy right there. All right, now I'm going to try and put an E round right through the window right there. And usually if you can do that, it'll only take one E round, and that'll take care of them. And it did. You know, otherwise you need to use 2 or 3 rounds a lot of times. Sometimes you get it with 1. But if you use an E round, you can generally do it with just 1 shot. Wizard is over there. All right, we got another wagon right here. Now we can take and let's try it with the with the repeater. Well, there's a 1 shot right there on the repeater. And let's go see what else we've got up here. Looks like it's just going to be this one guy. Yeah, it is.
Say your prayers, son of a bitch.
Well, let's see. I'll tell you what. You want to be saving prayers. You want to be saving your prayers. Saving your prayers for yourself. Yeah. Something like that. All right. We've got to go get into a position whereby we've got a little bit of control and we don't get too overwhelmed with people coming in on wave. I think this is wave 9. All right, let's see what we've got here. Yeah! This is wave 9. 74 to go. And I'm going to just make sure I get any big game in me, even if it doesn't show. All right, there goes one of the... there goes... Well, I'm going to jump off right here. Take a duck down here right quick like. I get some tonic in me. And I've got a horse there, I've got a horse here. I'm going to take this one that's out of bounds. I'm going to jump on it and bring it back in bounds. Wouldn't you just love to know how many bullet holes are in all of these fences and posts and poles? All right, I've got him wounded pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and finish him off with regular rounds. Save as much as I can.
Just make it quick, boy. Only once you're hit. Better pray I kill you quick.
I had to have hurt him a little bit.
You're dead.
You were one sorry dead.
Damn, he's still alive. Not no more.
Son of a bitch. You ain't got nothing behind you but a grave with no name. Oh! So, any regrets?
Damn, that one hurt. That one hurt him. That one hurt him good. Here I'm just shooting through the bushes. get that guy on the roof. Still a long way to go in this round. But we've taken out a lot of the bucket heads. They can be rather difficult at times. When they bite hard. All right, let's get on it. I gotta be careful I don't get caught out there. You know, my horse goes down, I'm out of bounds, and then the horse is laying on top of me and I wind up dying. I actually had that happen one time. Alright, let's see about getting some meaty big game into me. Once again, I can barely tell. I can't quite tell whether or not that actually is yellow or not. For one reason or another, this is what it always does to me while I'm into Call to Arms. I'm going to head on over this way. And we'll pop right in behind here. And we'll see about eliminating some of these guys as quickly as they can come up here and take a position. Well, I had to shoot his horse to get him out of the way, so that's okay. Uh-oh, a couple of guys coming in this way. I hear him screaming over there. Whew. Look out! Go, 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 go! And we've got a sniper over here. I'm going to go get that sniper. There we go.
Can't wait to take that gun off your
Damn, a lot of woodshed right there. Save those guys. All right, we've got 35 to go. Whoa, that's a wagon. Get on out of here. Uh-oh. I gotta get out of here. That wagon's gonna be the death of me. I gotta go. I got to go. We got a wagon that's a couple of wagons out there actually. Taking a lot of tonic to do this particular one, but nonetheless, it's what we have to do.
Quest for the Undertaker.
And we're down to 20. 20, and we're still working on it. By golly gee willikers. And then, like I say, this is not a question of how fast you can do it. It's a question of whether you can do it. And I play it as though I'm really there. Got some guys coming in on the side here. All right, let's kick on over here.
This is how you'll try. Double cross all lined up. You ready?
And we're taking out the next guy. And we're down to 11. But remember, it does not matter. You know, I have actually lost a solo call to arms on the very last person that I've had to kill. Get overconfident, and before you know it, boom! And I certainly don't want to be overconfident.
This is real as it gets. I'm
All right, time for us to go seeking them out. And one of them is a wagon. We can see that wagon from here.
You'll never get out
I wanna
alive.
I'm going to poke around, see if I can get a bead on them. All the time glancing at the mini-map. All right, there's one wagon taken out with regular rounds, I might add. Now we got. Oh, we got a. Oh, look at that. He can't do anything right there. Let's see if we can get lucky and just toss one right over the building right here. Or it might be too far. Yeah, it is too far. I'm going to back up a little bit. That should do it. And it did. Now, that wagon there should be dead. I do believe it is.
Imbecile!
And even though there's only 2 left in this particular wave, I'm not going to take any chances, so I'm going to take a little bit of tonic right there. There goes one of them. And there's the other guy. We are in wave 10. And let's see, what am I going to do? I'm going to get on over here. And I'm going to see what I've got for ammo. And okay, I've got some rounds left that way, in that area. There's 2 horses over here. Oh my goodness. Oh, the problem, I got a problem here already. I gotta run. Oh, I'm running into the problem. This was a little bit of a problem. I could have got myself into some trouble right there. This is wave 10. I've got to be really careful now. These bucket heads are rolling in all around me. They just killed one of my horses here. One at a time on these bucket heads, as long as I possibly can. They're working it. We're keeping up the work. There goes one bucket head right there. How can I? All right, I hurt that one pretty badly. They're going to take one more shot, two more shots, three more shots. Well, it took that shot. That one is what ended it.
You regretting this yet?
Looking for an opportunity to jump on that horse and get out of here. But as long as I've got this buckethead here, I'm going to work on him because he's somebody that I don't want to deal with if I don't have to. I'll just expose myself a little bit too long there. That was kind of careless on my part.
Keep your hands on a necklace.
You can see how close I am to the out of bounds line right there. I got knocked back, and in getting knocked back, I actually went out of bounds.
Son of a bitch.
Got some guys coming in behind. I don't know how many more times I've got to hit this guy, but finally. All right, let's move on over to where we can become hopefully a little bit more comfortable in our... Uh-oh. I gotta move.
You ain't long for this life, you know, good bastard. Oh, I'm gonna have fun watching you die.
Gotta watch my head! Gotta watch my head! Get on it.
Oh, any regrets?
24 to go.
These your final moments, bitch.
You didn't think this through, you con bastard.
Okay, we're closing in on the end here. And I'm going to take some minty big game just to be safe. It doesn't show that I have a yellow help.
Watch your bastard. I'm sending you to meet the Lord.
There's one wagon right there. Got a couple of wagons over this way, I do believe. Alright, I'm going to try and throw some dynamite right over the top of this building. I got something. I got something good. And there's another one out there. I don't know whether I could hit that one or not, but
Take that gun off your dead body.
I got somebody. There we go. You don't always have to expose yourself. All right, I'm going to run around the building, go up and get that sniper. That way I got my backside protected. I shouldn't have any more people coming at me from that direction. All right, he's history. We're looking at 8 to go. And this one here, let's see if we can get a good shot on him. There it is, right there. Well, let's see. I must be out of rounds. Well, I got 2 left right there. And let's see, is this a valid wagon? It is. All right, I am going to take my long rifle, use an E round, and eliminate him with 1 shot. And we've got 5 left to go. Now let's see what this guy looks like. Now look at that. That was 4. That was, what was that? That was 4 express rounds. 4 express rounds to kill that guy. And like I say, just because there's 4 left, I'm not taking it for granted. Because I've been taken out with fewer. Alright, let me go take this single guy out. Then I should have a couple of shots on these other guys.
Boy, you're about to see the wrath of God now. This is how it's gonna end for you.
I think I'll pull back, check my weapons here. For some reason that one seemed a little bit funky. Yeah, I want to get the scope off. Now, right here, all I've got left is 10 E rounds. 10 E rounds on my repeater. Alright, so I just decided that I'll use my Springfield, see if I can finish it off with the Springfield at a little bit longer distance than what they have on me. And what have we got going on here? One left. Yeehaw! That's it! That is it! And let's see where we're gonna go here. 479 kills. No deaths, obviously. Yeehaw! Buckshot! And it's like I say, it's a little bit slow, but I don't particularly care. I'm more interested in the end results than I am on how quickly it gets done. And let's see what we've got. $265, not a hell of a lot of money out of that at this point. And 1980 XP. 1 full bar of gold, that's what I'm looking for right there. That's what I'm looking for. All right, now what I want to do is I want to get back to camp and get all of my ammo taken care of and get my wheel in place. I can do that right here. just keep an eye on the mini-map to make sure that everything is as it should be, that people aren't bearing down on you. And I'm going to take a Minty Big Game. And of course now you see my heart shows yellow. My heart shows yellow. Eldids. Good day. What is it? Can't quite pronounce that one, I don't think. And let's see what I've got for ammo. I've got I got 10 E rounds for this repeater. I'll take that just in case anybody is in my way here. But what I'm doing is I'm heading back to camp. I want to replenish everything that I possibly can. Ammo in particular. And keep my horse off the tracks. Oh. Camp it is. And let's see. Das Fendi. Good day to you, sir.
Welcome back.
And my camp is right here in the Great Plains, and I can hear that Madame Nazar is right behind me. I can hear that that music playing. So, yeah, Miss Rizza, thank you. What do we got there? Oh. I'll take that bear. And before I go get that bear, I'll get some ammo. And what do we got here? Can we get some ammo? Put this weapon away, I guess. And we'll collect all of it. And I'm going to run out and grab this big game off of this bear that I shot, along with a cube of fat. If in fact I can even take it. I know I used some E rounds, but I haven't made any up, so therefore we just have to see where it goes. But let's run this bear hide. 3 big game. Black bear claw. I didn't see any fat come in, so I'm probably full, but I do need to make some, I'm sure. So I'll give Crips this bear hide. It doesn't matter. It's close enough so that it doesn't matter what level it is. I'm going to give it to him.
Right
in addition to that, it looks like I'm ready to make a delivery here.
Comment.
All right, let's take and hit the fire here. See if we can make up some different rounds. Yes, I did know that, Alpha Wolf. Yep, I actually knew that. Yep, he was I think he was the youngest. We'll stow that, make up some more minty big game here. Yep, the Earp brothers. Quite a group. And all of them with a lot of history behind them. A lot of them with lots of history behind them. Even after the OK Corral and Tombstone and oh, what was it? Other places like that. Dodge City. All right, let's see what I can do now. Stow some of this. This is all stuff that you got to do when you're all done, is to get everything back in place so that if you get into any kind of a confrontation out there, you've got some product on you that you can fall back onto and hopefully be able to get back into the fight and get into the fight well. Now, I used a lot of tonic in that call to arms, and I expected to use a lot because those guys fight different than they used to 6-8 months ago. They're a lot tougher, and they'll actually swarm you now. A year ago, they wouldn't swarm. Now they'll swarm. When I was where? Buffalo Bill. Where is his grave, Alpha? I see Billy the Kid, and I see Wyatt, not Wyatt Earp, but I see Wild Bill Hickok, Calamity Jane. I can't say that I've seen any others beyond that. No, I can't say. No, I never see Buffalo Bill. Where in Colorado is he buried? You know, I've been all over Colorado, several times over, but I know I haven't been to see his gravesite. Oh, Golden, Colorado. I've been up around Golden, Colorado, but I never actually been over there to see Buffalo Bill's gravesite. You know, a lot of people think about Buffalo Bill and they think about the Wild West show that he put on, which was pretty cool. But if you knew his life prior to the Wild West show, man, I'll tell you what, he was something else. He was a bad dude. He was a real bad dude. Shot Boy on TikTok. Howdy, Shot Boy. And it looks like Al Diztid over there. I don't know that I've got that name correct. It's ELDZTD. All right, let's stow this up. I'll be making some tonics and some big game here, taking care of ammo. It's going to take me a minute to get through this. I assure you of that. All right, let's get that stored and move on and grab something else. Well, one thing for sure about Colorado is it is extremely rich with history. Extremely rich with Western history.
So, has Maggie mentioned me at all?
For me, Lace and I have been to all but 3 states in the United States. We never went to Hawaii. We haven't been to Washington State, nor have we been to Oregon. But we've been to all of the other states, including Alaska, which was, quite interesting. And I got to tell you that of all of the states, other than my home state of the state of Maine, I find Colorado to be the nicest, the most awesome state that there is out there. So much going on. You've got the mountains, you've got the foothills, you've got the plains, you've got everything out there. You've got all the weather conditions. The summers last deep into the year. The winters, they're brutal, but they're short. Just lots of good stuff going on out that way. Look at this! M's on stream, is raiding with a party of 30 raiders. Well, welcome, raiders. Welcome, M's. Appreciate you stopping by like this. Appreciate it. You headed to Maine tomorrow, T-Bones. Okay. Well, listen, my son was telling me just 2 days ago that there was still 4 inches of snow on the ground up there. Yeah, welcome, raiders, by all means. I'm just getting out of a call to arms. We did it solo. And I'm just doing up all of the weapons, all of the ammo, all of the big game, all of the tonics, doing up everything that I need to do, because when I go into a call to arms solo, I don't use any weapons that are on the ground, nor do I use any of the ammo that's there in the game other than what I take in with me. And that being the case, I am definitely out of ammo, so I need to work this back. Well, I certainly hope you enjoy your stay in Maine, T-Bones. At least you're there before the gnats and the bugs. All right, small game arrow. The other day I was taking and working some kills with the bow and arrow, and I thought to myself, 1 arrow, 2 arrows, 3, 4, 5. You know, it was like 6 arrows before he died, and I thought, what the heck is going on with that? And then I look back and I find that I was shooting him with small game arrows. So it took a while to put him down. All right, now let's see what we've got. We'll just work around one more time, make sure we got everything in place. And we've been able to do all that we need to do. We have been able to do it all. And I need to splash a little water in my face, don't you know? Yeah. Yeah, by all means, a safe trip for sure. All right, well, listen, Raiders, there you are. Howdy, partner. I'm glad that you're here. You're here at Cowboy Strong. And here at Cowboy Strong, we're all for one. We're one for all. You mess with one, you mess with all. And we don't surrender. And by the way, we welcome all people into this community. So thank you for being here. And I definitely thank your gang leader for bringing you on in. Yes, sir, I do. All right, there's my horse down there. That's Wampum. Let's see what's going to be done over here. Now, listen, we got some new people in here, Miss Rizzer. So, listen, quickly, don't forget to go over and sign the petition to save Red Dead Online. And you can find that at www.change.org. And the person sponsoring this is Miss Rizzer X. Yeah, Miss Rizzer X. That's what it is. You can find her Miss Rizzer X TikTok. She's over there as well. And then we've got the second stage that's going on, whereby you go onto your support link from Rockstar, and you click on it, and you go all the way down to the bottom, and they're asking you for information. They're asking you, what do you think about the game? What are your suggestions, and so on and so forth. Well, maybe it would be a good idea to suggest that they come back and pay attention to us, don't you know? Yeah, we've been without them long enough. They've been playing around with that funky game called GTA 6 long enough. And I mean, listen, get on back over here. Give us a little bit of love. Shower us with some love. That's what we need. Just a little bit. And if they would do that, they would bring so many people back into this game, it would be something else. Yes, we are being raided. Someone come work up these cases for me. I don't want to, okay? Yeah, listen, I'll tell you what, if you can get some free help, Corey, that you want to do that. Now, by the way, folks, if you're looking to help Corey out, she's down in South Texas. Yeah. And if you get down in South Texas and just give a shout, hey, crazy old lady, she'll respond to you. She'll respond to you just fine. She'll beckon you on in. Yeah. She'll beckon you on in. All right, listen, I've got a full load here. I don't know what the lobby looks like right here. The lobby looks like it's got a bunch of people in it. High levels, low levels, medium levels. We got all kinds of levels in this particular, on this server here, right here. And so I'll just wait and deal with that delivery of that wagon a little bit later when I can get some protection on it, because I certainly don't want to lose it if I don't need to. No, I don't. Now, listen, I got to tell you that what I'm going to do is I want to put my Deadeye card back in place, because I need to get that back just in case. And I typically run a Slippery Bastard. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change over some cards here. I want to look and see what it is. Take much less damage each consecutive time you are shot. I want to go with Fool Me Once. While mounted, you and your horse take much less damage. I'm going to switch that one out right now. I'm going to come over here to Winning Streak, and I'm going to also switch that one out. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go on to Never Without One. Now, those are two great cards that you'll have for going in and doing some horse racing. Tia, rating with another 36. What in the world is going on? Tia. Yeah, but thank you for stopping by. Welcome to Cowboy Strong. Yeah, right here. Yeah, we are a gang. Well, we're a pretty good sized gang, by golly, we are. And I'll tell you what I and what Katie Badger McKean have been trying to do is trying to figure out this new rating system, because I was used to the old one where there would be a list here. You click on one and off you go. Now it's a lot more difficult than that. And mind you now, I'm the old geezer here, and I'm not so technically inclined as a lot, and therefore it takes me some time to sort it all out. So hopefully I can reciprocate that gesture in the near future. I would like to be able to do that. But nonetheless, you're here, and I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I do. And don't forget, Miss Rizzer, and Save Red Dead Online. And don't forget, it's over there at www.change.org. That's where you find it. Save Red Dead Online. Search that out. You'll find it. And then go in and take and send send Rockstar a message. Yeah, send them a message through their support link, just saying that you'd like them to come on back. You can send them a message. There's a place where you can send them a message, give them your opinions, and so on and so forth. Now, be kind. As I say, sugar and spice, everything nice. We'll get more out of that sugar and spice. Yes, we will. And so I say welcome, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. And we just got done with a solo call to arms. I'm now getting ready to jump on into horse racing. So I put some cards in place. I noticed that I've got a moonshine that's ready to go, but I'll worry about that on another day. So let's get on into racing and see what's going to happen.
Did I ever tell you
Quick
about
join.
the bank job in Tennessee?
Race series. Here we go.
Failed the crab. Managed to get ourselves locked in the safe.
Oh, well, I'll take a look at that. I'll be looking forward to it, Corey. I'll let you know as soon as something takes place. I don't typically get any mail until, if it comes regular post office, it's about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if it comes any other way, it could be any time right up until dark. But I'll let you know. But thank you, Corey. All right, we're currently matchmaking. Maybe we won't even be able to get into racing because sometimes there just aren't enough people over there to race with. We've got a blueberry just outside of camp a little ways. Kind of keep an eye on that a little bit, don't you know? In fact, what I can do is, while I'm waiting, is I can go on over here and I can check and see just who he is. Oh, he just disappeared. He's riding across the river. Let's see. This is the upper Montana right here that he's riding across. Celeste. Back, and I'm going to be in and out. I'm working as well. Okay, well, thank you for that. Thank you for being in and out. I certainly appreciate that. Yeah, any time that we can get numbers. And listen, when you think about it, a lot of people that are affiliates on Twitch here would like to become partners. And the only way to do it is to have a number of viewers that exceeds 70 on average for 7 days in a row in any one period or one block of time. That would be easy to do if a few streamers got together and worked with each other in order to be able to do that. So that would be a good thing to do. Still currently matchmaking. And it may be that the lobby is full over there and we're just waiting for an open spot. Although I think that's less likely. Yeah. But listen, Danny boy, yeah, thank you for being here. Yeah, they're doggone ads, But listen, I don't look at it so bad. I'll tell you why I don't look at it so bad. Is if you go to, like, for example, HBO or any of those other channels that are out there, they're looking for as much as 18 minutes per hour. Twitch only requires a minimum of 3 minutes per hour. So I think that's pretty doggone good. Yeah, I do. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. Yeah, and I'm still on the low end of the scale as far as advertisements go popping up. So, yeah, but nonetheless, thank you. Thank you for being here. It doesn't look like a matchmaking is going to take place right here for racing. I'm going to let it run. Oh, there it is. Oh, what happened there? I think it kicked out. Let me go take a look. Quick join.
I'm suggesting this, but
Yeah, it kicked out.
something to
All right.
find you.
So,
Don't
well,
hold
that being the case, so be it. Well, I'll tell you what, we got a couple of things to do here. I've got a moonshine that I got to deliver. I want to deliver that because remember that moonshines, the additional revenue that we get from moonshine, we're only going to have that until the end of the month. And once the end of the month is over, we'll get a new benefits page. So I like getting the double up on moonshine, and so I do as many as possible. I typically will run 4 a day. That's what I usually do, is 4 a day.
So, what shall we create?
Well, we shall create a delivery here. Look at this. I mean, come on, folks. Give me something more than Bert Higgins. Now, here's the deal. You do Bert Higgins. Nobody likes Bert Higgins. They don't pay worth a doggone. But I got an hour and 25 minutes to wait for a changeover. I'm not going to wait for that because I can deliver it. I can get back to Marcel's. He can make another batch before the 1 hour and 25 minutes is over. So why would you wait for it to change?
Yeah.
Just go ahead and
Get
deliver it.
yourself ready
Because some
or
money is
we
better
will
than
be late
no
for
money.
the
Right?
buyers.
That's what I'd say, Alpha.
Do not rush, eh? More speed, less haste, as you say. I tell you something. Back in France, working with my father, we could deliver 200 bouteilles of Calvados in a single afternoon with only a
All right, I'm going to
cigarette
get to
for
that history
breakfast.
lesson, Alfred, as soon as I can
Was the
get
life
this
of a
moonshine
real
delivered.
bouilleur de cru, eh? Well, do what you can. I trust in you. Drive well.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. All right, Celeste, yeah, get back into Red Dead. I'll tell you what, I've been playing this game for 6 years, nearly every single day, to the point whereby, as of the first of the month, I had over 16,000 hours into playing this game. And quite frankly, I just don't get tired of it, because I find different ways of doing things. I try doing things rather uniquely in comparison to most. I try to think outside of the box. And if I do a mission with, let's say, a repeater, the next time I might do it with a Springfield, or maybe I'll do it with tomahawks only. Maybe it will be a bow and arrow only. But that's the way that I'll work it. And I'll try to entertain myself, so to speak. That's what I'll do, is I'll entertain myself. Well, it might not be the best thing for my stream, CT, but this is the deal. You get these people that are stream griefers. They come in and they just, cut the place up with language that you don't want to listen to. So I figure that somebody that wants to just come in and rant and rave, they're not going to have the opportunity to do so without paying a price to do that. And that price is 10 minutes. I'd like to talk with each of you stream leaders sometime after stream, just so that we can kind of kick around a few ideas and chat back and forth to see what's going on, what works best for each individual that's here. That would be a great thing, kind of like an alliance between us, an alliance of information and the type and style of gameplay, that type of thing. That would be a lot of fun, and it would be interesting as well. All right, I'm going to head right on back to the Moonshine Shack, get Marcel's making his third batch of moonshine for me for the day. I don't know that I can catch a wilderness camp to get back there quicker. Yeah, you know, here's the deal with that for me, Tia, is that a lot of times I'm playing the game pretty intensely, and it's hard for me to read and play the game, think about what I'm going to do next, that type of thing, and catch all of the chat that goes on. Now that doesn't mean that I don't have problems. Of course I do, just like everybody does. It's just that that's the way that I find that it's easy to control. And I think 10 minutes is not a very long time in the overall spectrum of things. It's a very, very reasonable amount of time, and I think that was actually the lowest amount of time that you could have. I think you can adjust it up and down.
Hey.
All right, now I'd like to talk to you about slow chat. I'd like to be able to, talk with some of the other stream leaders along the way, like I say, to be able to swap some information, some ideas, what works for you, what works for me, that type of thing.
There are things you could do to lower the price, huh?
All right, look at that. Appleberry crumb right there. Now berry mint. Appleberry crumb or berry mint. I guess it doesn't make much of a difference, so we'll do it.
Well,
all right, so you see there's still an hour and 20 minutes left on the clock for a reset, but yet this will be done quicker than that. So that's cool. Let's see. Drink my own strong, I guess, is one of the things that I can do while I'm here. Now, I can show you one thing that I can do here for everybody. I can show you what I do a little bit. Yep, I got to get right back to that. I just need to get this done, Lace, and I'll be able to take care of that. We've got a history lesson coming up that Alpha Wolf requested. Now, right there, you see, I just got a drink into me. Yeah, I just got a drink into me. So I ought to be able to deal with this history lesson pretty good, I would think. Look it up a little bit, don't you know? Now, I'll tell you what. Did you know, for example, that the odds of surviving the Oregon Trail trip, the entire trip, was 1 in 10? Now, that sounds like a ridiculously low number, but that's the information that I get, when I check it out. And did you know that during the Oregon Trail, while it was open, there was approximately 25,000 people that died along the trail? There were so many people that died along the trail that if you put them end to end, there would be a grave. Every 2 football field lengths. So every 200 yards, there would be a grave site. And most deaths along the Oregon Trail occurred due to what? To Indians? No. To marauders raiding their camp? No. It was due to poor sanitation. The killers were cholera and typhoid fever. Those were the 2 things that killed more people along the Oregon Trail than any other thing out there. The Oregon Trail was a wagon trail. It was 2,170 miles long. So can you imagine a grave every 200 yards for 2,170 miles? And it was 2,170 miles long from Missouri right through to Willamette Valley up in Oregon. That's what it was. And quite the story, quite the history behind that Oregon Trail. Yeah, it was. Lots of bodies. Yeah, for sure it was. Lots of bodies. Thank you for asking about that, Alpha. Appreciate that. All right, so I wound up delivering that moonshine, getting another moonshine going, taking the drink my own strong, and dealing with a history lesson. And let's come on out of this shack, and let's see if we can get on through to a race at this point. You never know. You never know. You got to keep trying these things, don't you know? Quick join right there. Right on down to a race series. Well, thank you very much, CTIA. Appreciate that. And like I say, I will try to return the favor in kind. And I'm going to write you down now. And that's a... Okay, rated. I got you, let's see. See if I can. All right. All right, rated with 36. Appreciate that, CTIA, for sure I do. I want you to know I do. And then I got to look at EMZ on stream. He also rated it about the same time, just a couple of minutes earlier. And he came in with 30 raters. And we certainly appreciate him being here as well. I'll send you out a little bit of something here when the stream is over and I can get a few minutes. It might be sometime this afternoon. Could be any time, really. All right, I'm riding my Missouri Foxtrotter. This Missouri Foxtrotter is my amber champagne colored Missouri Foxtrotter. The name of this horse is Wampum, and that is a Native American name for gold. That's what it means in a Native American language. Gold. And you can see the gold in him. In fact, you can see on his haunches back there, it looks like there's little nuggets of gold, is what I would say. And there's a blueberry over yonder, there someplace. I see him on the mini-map, so he's probably right there. But this is a great horse. This is a great animal. All right, we're off and running. And he just disappeared off the map while I'm right here at Broken Tree, because Broken Tree often will have a collectible here. I'm going to just see if there's one here today. And there he is. So I'm going to bail off this horse, and I'm going to grab it. You're looking for some crows for your satchel? This is where you'd find probably about 5 of them on the wall right there. All right, there's the one collectible that was in. We were fortunate to find that. Lost jewelry it was. Oh. All right, matchmaking failed. Okay, not a problem. Apparently there isn't much, if anything, going on over there in racing today, which is kind of a surprise for me. Did I hear some... yeah, I'm hearing some pheasant. There we go. There's some pheasant. I'm going to bring them all down. And we did. We brought all 5 down. Now remember, if you were using a varmint rifle, you wouldn't have been able to get all 5 of those. They would have gone out of distance for that varmint rifle pretty quickly. So that's why I use the repeater to shoot down pheasants and ducks and geese and things of that nature, so that I can really reach out there with my shot and bring down as many as I can. I think the most that I've ever brought down for geese in all is around 14 now, in one little flock. Yeah, but on average it's probably around 8 or 9. But if you use the repeater, you can reach out at a much greater distance. Much greater. Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to take that. I'm looking for that cube of fat is what I'm looking for, is what which really good. I get that cube of fat. There is somebody over there that is in defense, apparently. Where'd it go? Right here. There we go. I just overwalked it. And I can see their horse over there. They can see me over here. In fact, he's looking right at me. Probably wondering, watching to see what I'm going to do. You know, I could take and still get to him with a dynamo, of course. I could cause him some problems, but I'm not interested in doing that. We are game players, not griefers. That's the way that I look at it. My horse needs a little attention here, so I'm going to go ahead and give it some yellow cake. And I'm headed back down into Blackwater here. Yep. We'll go down to Blackwater, see what's going on down in Blackwater. I consider Blackwater to be my character's hometown. Many of you know that. I like Blackwater so much because it's middle of the map. It is a small town that I've actually grown up in, is small towns, and I've lived in small towns all of my life. Now what you going to do that for, you damn fool?
You've asked.
What's going on? Huh? Cut in front of me like that. Teach you a message. And you know what? You know, if I loot them, if somebody sees me, they're going to call the law on me. So I'm just going to leave them laying there on the ground, and hopefully nobody's going to mess with me. I do feel a collectible. I think I do. Thought I did. Yeah, I do. I'm not sure whether it's up on the building or whether it's in this big mill construction. Big mill construction works for me. There's one more collectible. I'm going to grab these anytime I can.
That's a nice.
All right, well, let's see. I'm going to head back down towards the stable. I'll get as much as I can get taken care of right here in the stable to make sure that I'm ready for other streams and other events that I have. Indigrams, good day to you, sir. And let's see, horses. Horse provisions. And I'll take all the beets I can get. $11.70. And the hay, $3.75. Now, mind you, that's only 25 cents a cube. So that meant that I had, what, 12, 30, I needed 15. I needed 15 of them. All right, I gotta go. Mr. Stable Master. Now, I know I've got a few things that I can possibly sell the butcher, so I want to sell the butcher whatever I can, boost up my income for the day, and clear the satchels so that I can make room for some other things. I don't know exactly how much I've got. The exotic bird meat, I never sell that. Nope, I don't. The prime beef, I got 6 of them, I'll sell it off. Right there, and game meat, 15 of them, I'll sell it off. And let's see, we've got 13 tenderloin pork, that's gone. And we've got 11 plump bird meat, that's gone. And look at this, we've got 1 gamey bird meat, history, gone. Grizzly mutton, gone. I'll sell that off. I'm only going to get 60 cents, but mind you now, it all adds up. 27 fat I have, 14 big game I have. And it looks like I've got a couple of stringy meat.
Pretty standard fare these days.
Yep. And it looks like some mature venison. That's all gone as well. Alpha Wolf says, blow Lace a kiss. By golly, I'll do it. I'll do it. By golly, I will. Blow Lace a kiss right there. All the way from Colorado, Lacey.
Come on now. Yeah.
That's where it's coming from.
You enjoy that.
Yep. Well, I'm going to enjoy the money. I'll enjoy the money, even though it's a little bit. It all adds up. As they say, you eat the elephant one bite at a time. You build a house one board at a time. And so we'll just keep on keeping on. That's what we'll do. Now, I see some smoke over there outside of town. I don't know what that smoke is. It's possible that it could be somebody calling for assistance over that way, some help over there towards Broken Tree. Or it could be that somebody was using a wilderness camp. If they're using a wilderness camp, that's all well and good. That's fine. I'm certainly not going to bother them. It looks like the smoke is gone, so I would guess that it was a wilderness camp that they were using. Okay, so I think I'll use a wilderness camp as well. And I'll take a wilderness camp, and what I'll do is I'm going to head right on out to the Heartlands, Emerald Station to be exact. Yeehaw! Proximity! Proximity! Proximity alert. Proximity alert. There we go. Yeehaw! And I'm going to head down to the water, see if I can catch a duck or two. Going to be a duck or two here? Yeah, there is. No. No, I want the ducks. I don't want the pronghorns over there. And it looks like we've got 4, 5, 6. We got to look. Looks like we've got 8 of them on the ground. I don't think I need that many, but I'll take the meat. I'll grab the meat right back. I'll grab the feathers, and mind you now, those feathers, they're 5 XP each when you turn them into crypts. And I go out of my way to shoot birds because it gives you such good XP, and it'll certainly help you to rank up if you need to rank up. Proximity alert. Well, welcome to Cowboy Strong. Yep, we are a community gang. We're a gang of gamers, not griefers. And we're all for one, well, one for all. You mess with one and you mess with all. And it looks like some of those ducks have already despawned. Yeah, they've despawned over that way. Yep, they all despawned over that way. I only got about half or thereabout. Hey, 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 hey! Wampum, get on back here! Get on back here! I don't have all day to chase you around! I'll tell you what, he needs a lesson. He needs a lesson. Now we had a blueberry come into range right there behind me. I was certainly keeping an eye on him to make sure that I didn't have any issues and was ready for it in case I did. They're out there in the middle at this point. I'm looking to see if there are any geese on this hill. There are geese on this hill. So I'm going to take a few geese. Yeah, it looks like that's about it. That looks to be like 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't tell for sure. 6 or 7. In any event. Now I can remember back in the day that I'd shoot some geese down and you'd have people that came along and try to take all of your ducks from you. You know, they were looking for the fat. It was a little bit different game back then than it is today. It's like everything. It evolves into something different than it was from the very beginning. Got plenty of ravens there. 3, 4, 5. This makes 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it looks like 7. All right, let's skin this out. Skin them all. Skin them all. Even if I don't need the fat, the feathers are great. The plump bird meat is awesome. And on this particular hill that I'm on, it's geese only. That's all you're going to find on this hill. You won't find any ducks on this hill. And while I'm right here, there's plenty of wild mint here. I'll grab some wild mint for different types of big game that I need, tonics that I need, whatever it happens to be. I'll have a little bit that I've picked. And you'll find lots of wild mint out this way. A whole lot of it. See, I picked some there. I'll come over here and I'll pick some over here as well. This is also a great place for ginseng. There's probably 15, 18 of them out right in this area here. This is my go-to for both the wild mint, for ginseng. Now, if I don't know you, I'm not very trusting as far as people are concerned. I don't like it. And we'll let them ride by. If he had even made a move with the weapon, I was ready for him. And the one thing that I've always been kind of blessed with is the ability to spot movement. Whether it be an animal out in the woods or whatever it happens to be. And I generally can tell when somebody's going to make a move towards me, or somebody that I'm actually riding with. Yeah. And here's some more wild mint. I'll pick that while I'm right here for sure. And there's one more. Oh, I don't need that. I guess I'm all filled up. I'll call my horse in. While that horse is coming over, I'm going to go ahead and pick these raspberries. These raspberries you use for moonshine, so I'm going to make sure that I have plenty of berries with me. All right, from here, it's over to the fence. Get some of the dynamite that I used up during that solo call to arms. And I can take and pull out my detector. Sometimes there's a collectible in these trees, and if there is, I'll know about it as I go by, and I can feel that detector working. Nothing there. Alright, we've got a couple of guys here. I'm not looking for any trouble with anybody, but nonetheless, I'm going to come in here to the fence. Now, just because you're into the fence, mind you folks,
take a look.
understand that you're not protected in here. You don't have that veil of protection. They can shoot you dead right here at Seamus.
Bye. Stay safe and quiet now.
All right, stay safe. We'll stay quiet. Here's a collectible right here. All right, a couple of collectibles that I found with the detector, so that daily challenge has been taken care of. I'll sort that out at a later date. And we're over here to the depot. And I think while we're right here at the depot, we've got time to jump up here and possibly take on a bounty. But in the meantime, Tipped all the way from Montana. He wanted me to blow Lace a kiss. So let me get down off this here. See if I can. How far out do I have to go to emotes? There we go. Blow Lace a kiss. There it is. So there it is, right there. And that comes to Tipped from Montana. Thank you, Tipped. All right, bounty board. All right. Bounty board, right here. Let's take and do this one right here. All right. This, well, I appreciate Celeste. The shake it out, for sure, I do. We're near the end of the stream, but I'll keep going for a while because we've got so many visitors. And, you know, it would just be a bad host to basically say to the visitors, run along now because I got things I'm doing. Well, I'm not going to do that. Not just like that, no. Did I get on? I think I got on my own horse. If I was wondering what that guy was doing. He was around my horse. If he had ransacked my horse, the saddlebags, I'd have killed him, don't you know? Yeah, I'd have killed him. All right, I'm going to run on over this way, and I'm going to deal with this over here. This is a bounty, don't you know? And I'm going to deal with it with my bow and arrow because I'm working on bow and arrow kills, don't you know? Yes, sir. I am so inspired by the fact that you continue to keep yourself busy. Logan, I'll tell you, young man, or Logan, I'll just refer to you as Logan. There are so many things to do in this game. Are you kidding me? I can find always something to do. I can always find something to do, and I don't get bored because I do things so differently. I change things up. You know, like that, for example. You might want to take and, where'd he go? Where'd he go? He's right here someplace. There he is. I couldn't see him there for a minute. Hey, buddy. Oh, I'll tell you what, he's going to cause me some damage if I don't kill him. I'll stick another one in him for good shape. You know, try and mess him up a little bit. He bit into me a little bit. And I'm going to go and I'm going to see about looting these guys too, of course. Now, I'll give you an example, Logan. Looting. You know, I've got, as of this morning, starting this game, I had 61,848 loots that I've done. I want to set this guy free. He's going to give me some information. Well, let's cut him free. Where are they? Go ahead, tell me.
No, please, no.
All right. I'll see if I can find them. All right, time to go get them, I guess. And I'm going to take some mini big game because I don't want to get caught. You know, I don't like getting caught through something silly. And it would be silly of me not to anticipate the fact that they're shooting bullets at me. They could kill me, don't you know? I don't want that to happen. So that's what the minty big game and other types of game, along with tonics, are for. It's not just fighting in a call to arms or fighting somebody out there in free roam. It's for fighting these guys because they've tweaked these guys up a little bit. You know, these guys these days, they're tough. All right, what do I want to do here? I'm going to come back over to my bow. Oh, all right, she's right there. She's right there. She's running.
Get in your grave already.
Yeah, well, it might be in my grave already. I want her at this point. Oh, god dang it. You had to go and do that, didn't you? I'm going to run after this chick down here. I want this chick. I'm gonna get my horse now too. Hey there! Come back here, lady! I'm not done with you! Not just yet, anyway!
For the love of God!
No, never mind the love of God. It's got nothing to do with it. You're an outlaw. I want to take you in. I'm gonna take you in. You can run, but you can't hide. Run faster. I'm gaining on you. Yeah. Now I'm really gonna gain on you. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. You made it difficult on me. You had to go and do that, didn't you?
God damn it! Get these ropes off me!
Yeah, I tell you, swear all you want. I ain't taking the ropes off you. Look at that. I got a silver emblem ring. I got some cognac out of her. That's just by looting her. All right, I got to take her to the Rhodes Sheriff's Office. So let's head on up to Rhodes. And I don't have the cards in place that I typically run here out in free roam. I switched out cards anticipating going into horse racing. Wasn't able to do that.
No,
So.
this ain't good.
Wild Child! He says this isn't good. Well, it isn't good. It's going to be just fine for me.
Think you're
We
tough.
have another live bounty turned in. Get some live cash and XP out of it. She's going to spend some time in jail.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
in your
Listen,
head?
cursing ain't going to help. It's not going to help you, not one bit. You're still going to jail any way you look at it. Yes, you are. Through the doors you go.
Good
Now,
work
these are
for
the
an
doors of
amateur.
justice, don't
As
you
soon
know?
as they're in that cell, you can get yourself paid. The county thanks you for your service.
I was thinking about buying this game, says Wild Child. Well, I'll tell you what, buying this game, my goodness, this game has been around now for 6 years. I say buy it. This is, aesthetically speaking, the best looking game of any game that there is out there. I don't care what it is. And as far as I'm concerned, it's got a gigantic map, bigger than most maps to play with. Everything is so realistic in the game, or at least it leans towards realistic. As far as games go, it's the most realistic game that there is out there in comparison to real life. But nonetheless, it's a game. All right, let's head on back to camp right here. I'll tell you what, I've tried many games, both before and after. There's a couple of games that I've liked, but this one is over the top for me. This is a magnificent game, in my opinion. So, yeah, this is a cool game. It's a cool game, and it's not cartoonish, if you know what I'm saying. Let's see. Well, okay. Well, Logan, you should come on in and play with us sometime. I don't know whether you're on Xbox or not, but if you are, you could join in over on Twitch, and you could actually play sometime. Yeah, I mean, and you know what? And you know what, Logan? Women love this game, and one of the reasons why they love it is because of the horses. They like to be able to ride the horses. They like to be able to, lead the horses, pet them, feed them, brush them, design them however they like. Fancy tails and manes. They just like everything about it. They do. And we even have a dog in the game. If you like dogs, you can have your own camp dog. Yeah, you can pet the dog. You can have one dog or another dog. It doesn't matter. There's all kinds of different things that you can do in this game. Yeah, it's an amazing game. There is no doubt. And what shocks me the most is, how little attention that Rockstar has given this game from about the 2.5 year point on. That's what blows my mind completely. It doesn't make good business sense to do what they have done to this game. It just doesn't. Now, you can make the argument all you want that GTA is their, their cash cow, and you're absolutely right. But the fact of the matter is that, there's room to have both. There's room to have the cash cow, and there's room to have the most aesthetically perfect game of any game that's ever been created. You can have that too. Because here's the point. The point is this game hasn't had any attention from Rockstar in about 3 years. And the fact of the matter is, it's still considered the number 7 selling game in the world. So if you can do that with as little attention that Rockstar has paid to this game, imagine if they had paid just some attention to it over these last 3 or 3+ years. Imagine the following that it would have. Imagine the number of people that would be still in this game. It would be spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. I can't rave enough about this game. I am so absolutely pro Red Dead Redemption 2. It's just amazing. Now, I don't particularly care for the story, although I've played it, but the online, that's where it's at. Yeah, it is sad that they have. Now, this is what I'm looking for. Azalea. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the idea that Rockstar will take and finally get that damn GTA 6 finished for all of those people are out there that are neurotic and that are manic, and get them gone, and then come back over the next few months, or who knows, maybe more, and come in and give us a DLC. And if they gave us a DLC, people would swarm back into this game. Now, why wouldn't they? Let's suppose that they've got GTA 6 finished. Let's say that it's already published. They're going to keep a certain crew on hand, readily and available, in order to go in and do any maintenance and repairs that they need. But it's not going to take the entire team to do that. So send some people back over here, create a minor DLC for us, let the people flood back into this game as well, and then decide from that point on where they're going to go. Are they going to go with an RDR 3? A lot of people think that they are. A lot of higher ups think that they are. A lot of people are predicting that they will. And so maybe they will, maybe they won't. I don't know, one way or another. All I can tell you is I'm going to play with what I've got. I'm going to hope for the best. I'm going to continue on with Red Dead. I will be here until one of two things happen. Either they have a dying day, or I have a dying day. Now, the chances are it's more likely that it's going to be me that's doing the dying, not them. So I'm going to get as much time into this game as I possibly can. But there's a lot of, let's see, they needed to pay as much attention to this as they did. Yeah, I agree with you, Holden. I totally agree with that. But there's a lot of factors. No, listen, this is the only factor. Okay, this is the only factor. The only factor is paying attention to the board of directors and putting some profit in their pocket, and not abandoning a game that they've spent $750 million on, and then walk away from it to go on some other, hell-bent idea of creating GTA 6. When in fact, GTA has been around for about 15 years. Well, for that matter, I guess so is Red Dead. But they've never really paid the attention to Red Dead that they have GTA. Imagine if they had. This would be a rocking game. So, in the last 8 years. Well, I mean, that's the same here, Holden. The overtime is the same thing here. Now, I can tell you that Rockstar got in a little bit of trouble because they worked their entire crew on more than one occasion, 100 hours a week to get this done. And then obviously the people complain about it. They go to the labor board, they get a hold of whoever they get a hold of, and they come in and they say, they slap Rockstar on the wrist and they say, you can't do that. You know, you got to give the people the rest that they need. It's not right. It's not fair. And by the way, it's against the law. So they had to pull back and do that. But all companies have to do that these days. That's nothing new to the business industry. They're aware of that. So, you know, yeah, let them go take well, I'll give you an example. When I was a service director for a multi-franchised automobile dealership, what I said to the owner was a guy by the name of Dick Wolf, and I said to him, Mr. Wolf, this is what I think. I think that we can expand our business here by taking and working a 4-day week. And when we work a 4-day week, what we're going to do is we're going to split the crew. One crew is going to work the first 4 days. The next crew is going to work a offset 4 days. And then we can actually incorporate, which we don't have now, a Saturday. And if you really wanted to, a Sunday, but certainly a Saturday when people have off. And we could take and we can actually service the people and make more money. And we did that. And boy, did it ever work. We did that with a Ford line. We did it with the Toyota line. We did it with the Datsun line. We did it with, what was the other one we had? Nissan. We did it with those 4 lines of automobiles. And it worked out perfectly. Well, they could do the same thing here. They could do the same thing creating games. Is, you know, just have some staggered teams working. And that way they've always momentum working forward. There's a point in the week whereby both teams are working at the same time. That's a real, you know, influx of work, and then it just spreads out. Listen, so many things can be done. Yeah, so many things can be done. That's right. And, you know, hey, look, $750 million to develop this game. They got it back on the very first weekend of sales. The very first weekend of sales. Now, come on. I mean, they're back to square one in the first 2-3 days of sale. It's amazing. Quite frankly, old business compared to new business, and when I say old business, I'm talking about 60s and 70s versus the new century, and we're 25 years into the new century. There isn't even the remote comparison. Not the remote. There is no respect given to consumers whatsoever. None. Because they just say, I lose one, I'll gain another. Well, back in the day, nobody ever wanted to lose a customer. They were too hard to get, so they went out of their way to please them and appease them. So please and appease in order to keep them with them, and then continue to build accordingly until you all of a sudden got boom. And why do you think they came up with monopoly laws back in my day? It's because that's what were happening. There were certain companies that were going out of their way to do those types of things, you know, bringing people into their business field, whereby the government was saying, you know what, you're not giving the other guy a chance. You own it all. So therefore, we're going to come out with these laws that are going to prohibit you from capitalizing on your quality ability to bring customers over and actually owning it all. So they just come out with the laws that kept them from doing that. You cannot monopolize. So there you have it. That's all I got. I got no more. Oh, dang it. Gee willikers. I just don't. Now, Cripps. Look, Cripps has been going. Look at old Crippy. Old Crippy here. He's got some material. I'm going to go ahead and give him some more feathers. Mind you now, 19 feathers? Well, that's 95 XP on those 19 feathers. How about these 14? These 14 feathers right here? Well, I'll tell you what, that's another 70 XP. Or these 5. Yep, these 5. What are they going to bring? Another 25 XP. 5 XP per feather. 23 feathers right here. 23 feathers. And what's that going to bring us? 115 XP. That's a lot of XP, folks, that I just turned in with feathers and feathers alone. I have nothing on its back. We've got it right there. There's a delivery that I need to do. And what have you. Now, listen, I could talk back and forth about Rockstar all day long. In fact, I do. Because when I get done with the stream, I go bend Lisa's ear. You know, she's all for Rockstar as well. She's into it big time, just as much as I am. All right, daily challenges. Well, I didn't have any of those done. Holden, the thing is, bro, Roxanne. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, listen. I have my views upon unions as well, and contracts and things of that nature. For example, the unions. When unions first began, they were designed to help the worker, and they did because business was taking advantage of the employee. Now, what you're finding that it is reversed. Business is the employee is taking advantage of the employer. So it's a two-way street. There needs to be a balance somewhere in between. You've got the ebb and flow. Initially, it was the business that was in control. Then it swung over to the employee. They were in control. Now it's back and forth. Unions, I think that there's a place for them sometimes. But I think that if you're a good partner, as an employer to your employee, you don't need unions because you're doing the right thing by the people. The people are doing the right thing by you, and everybody is happy, and you're growing. And as you grow and make more money, you disseminate some of that money to the lower ranks, and they too are making more money, and they're happy doing it, which will take and stimulate them to work that much harder for you as an employer. So yeah, it's just amazing. But you've got a lot of people are saying that the new generation, they don't even want to work. Well, I think that they're right. But as always, I can't throw every single person into that category because there's always an exception to the rule. No, Rockstar, you're right there, Holden. Rockstar is not a good partner. You're absolutely right about that. 100 games. Why I always keep. Well, why do you, Vortex? Tell us, why is it that out of 100 games that you have and that you've played, why is it that you keep missing Red Dead and you keep coming back to Red Dead? What is it that draws you back here over all of the other games? Well, I can give you a reason why that they have neglected Rockstar or Red Dead Redemption is because they did this game so well that there are so many people that regardless of all of the problems within the game in the way of gremlins and glitches and problems and so on and so forth, the game is loved so much that they'll come in and they'll deal with it. They'll work with the workarounds and so on and so forth. Just imagine this. Forget the DLCs. Forget Rockstar coming back and creating more contact. Imagine if they come back and they just fixed what was here. With all of the different things that are in the game that would be on a rotating basis, it would be on a clock-timed basis where first one thing would come into play. It would be spawned, and then another thing would spawn, and then another thing. There are so many things out there right now that we have in this game that do not spawn often enough that if it did spawn, we would be so busy doing all of the different things that there are to do here in Rockstar, you couldn't imagine it. You wouldn't even need another DLC, although another DLC would be great. Don't get me wrong. Let's see. No, let's see. Well, I mean, look, the fact of the matter is that GTA, they have laws that they have to, fall within, and you've got Rockstar the UK, you've got Rockstar New York, you've got Rockstar West Coast or Los Angeles, wherever it is, but it's West Coast, East Coast, UK. There are other ones out there as well. So they all have their issues and they all have their problems to deal with, but there's no reason why they can't overcome those problems, work things out in a very logical manner that helps out the people. And I'll tell you why, because I feel this way. I spend money on this game. My wife spends money on this game. My son spends money on this game. And therefore, we expect something for our money. and we're not getting all that we've been paying for. So in theory, in practical theory, pragmatically speaking, we are being robbed every month because we're paying money for a game that is supposed to be functioning at 100%, and it's far from functioning at 100%. So therefore, we're being ripped off. We're being ripped off. But you know what? I'm willing to be ripped off for the game because I love the game so much. Yeah. Listen, I went over to GTA. I tried to play GTA when it very first came out. I didn't like it. I didn't like it then. Many GTA years went by. A friend of mine in the game that I play with regularly on Red Dead with says, I play GTA. Why don't you come play GTA? And I'll tell you what, badass. What you can do is you can learn the game, and when GTA 6 comes out, you can start streaming GTA 6. I says, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll take a second look at it. So what I did is I went over. Thank you, T-Bones, for that. I went over to GTA. I started playing with him, and I told myself I was going to play with him every single night for a month and see where it went. Well, I went over there and I played with him every single night for well over a month, and finally got to the point where I just said, I can't do it anymore. I don't like the game. I don't like the premise. I don't like the underlying current to the game. I don't like much about it at all. And, talk about toxic. GTA is extremely toxic until such time as they put in the private lobbies. Once they put the private lobbies in, well, then you've got a choice. You can go play alone, you can go play with friends, or you can play free roam, so to speak. But, well, anyway, I tried it. I don't like it. I can't do it. The one game that I wanted to stream, which is State of Decay, I go over and I find out, well, it's coming, but it never came. And then I heard, well, it's coming again, and it still didn't come. And now I've recently read that it will be lucky if we have it in 2026. So that's out the window. So now you take and you go on to some of these other games. They're childish, kiddish type games. Not interested in it. Or everything is timed. You have to do something within a certain period of time. And if you don't do it within that certain period of time, then you have to do it over again and over again and over again before you can move on. Not interested in that either. I want to make my own choices along the way based upon what I feel that I enjoy. And there's so much to Rockstar that this game, Red Dead Redemption, that I enjoy. And there are a few things that I don't enjoy. But even the things that I don't enjoy, I go in and I do them once in a while. Not very often, but once in a while, I'll do that. So that's my rant. That's my rant as far as Rockstar goes. And so Miss Rizzard took out a petition to sign and send on to Rockstar. We both talked and we said that 10,000 should be the number. Don't submit the petition until it reaches at least 10,000, and then move on to the next segment, which is going to their support link and going in and sending them a message through. And mind you, now they're asking for you to do this. Come in, tell us what it is that you like or don't like. Tell us where we can make improvements or something. Go down to the bottom of the list that's there. Click on the box that's right there. Type in something that you would like Rockstar to do. Mainly come back and pay us some attention, and then send that off to them. And hopefully we'll get some response. I'm hoping the squeaky wheel will get the grease. And in fact, I just squeak it up big time. Taco Bandit 84. Do you have any ideas or wishes for Red Dead 3 if it was ever made? Yeah, I do. Obviously, we expected in this game, and it was right on the verge of happening, but then it didn't. That is hard properties. Hard properties. I would like to be able to buy a ranch and work a ranch, whether it be a ranch for cattle, a ranch for horses, something like that. If I go to St. Denis, I would like to have been able to buy a room at one of the hotels in there, so that when I went to St. Denis, I could go into that room and change up or do whatever I need to do. Kind of like camp here, of course, only it was through a room in a hotel, or maybe buy a cabin up in the woods so that I could go fishing or hunting. In my case, Yeah, and I would be doing that, obviously, with my partner here, Lacing Pistols, of course. And we would be doing that. What else would we be doing? Maybe there could be some wrangling. Maybe you go out and you catch wild horses. You bring them in. You take and train them, and then take them to market and sell them as tamed horses to, who knows, the military or some stable master. What is it? Yeah. I mean, how about the fact that, watch this, folks. Watch this. How about the fact that we could take and, how about if we could go into our tent and literally lay down on our cot and rejuvenate? That would be cool. Well, I mean, there's so many other things. How about becoming a marshal and chasing down bad guys on a regular basis? Now, I absolutely love chasing player bounties, and I have, as of today, this morning, I've actually turned in 743 player bounties since they come out. So I'm working towards that. Or how about being able to hold hands with your woman, with your girl in this game? How about being able to do that? That would be nice. That would be really nice. There are games out there that you can actually do that in. I mean, that could be something that you could do. Let's see, what else? I mean, maybe go into Manzanita Post and buy some things at Manzanita Post. But, I mean, there's just so many different directions that they could have gone in.
Did I ever tell you about that
I'm trying to
job
think
in
of some
Tennessee?
others right
It
offhand.
was me, Lefty Pete, and Phil the Crab. Managed to
Oh,
get
I
ourselves
don't know. I mean, there's
safe
just so many
after a
things.
weekend
I can think of 1,000
the
things when I'm
stench
just
in there
laying
knocked the
around,
clerk on his back
just
when he
enjoying
opened the
myself,
door,
thinking
and
about the
we
game
managed to
of all
escape.
of the things that can be
Peter Pete and
done.
Phil really cut out the running.
But,
They
you know,
got
when
picked up
you
against
call me
Brown
up to
the
say,
next day,
what would you like? I mean,
which
these are
seemed
the
hard
things
to
that just
me.
pop into my head right offhand immediately. Right offhand and immediately. But I like the idea that we have a 24-hour period of time. I like the daylight hours that we have. I like the idea of the lunar cycle that we're in. I love the idea that the animals hunt animals. Maybe we could have some more animals. I don't know. I mean, it goes on and on, folks. I would like to have saddlebags whereby I can have, instead of 5 or 7, depending upon the saddlebags that you have, maybe you can have 10. And I mean, if we've got hundreds of pieces of clothes, thousands of pieces of clothing, you know, why can't we have them stored someplace else other than in our wardrobe? The wardrobe is nice. Maybe have 14 or 15 outfits that we can carry on our horse. Although I suppose back in the Western days that wouldn't make sense because they wouldn't carry that many. There you go, Corey. You know, yeah. I mean, brothels were big back in the day. How about if you were a saloon owner? How about if you were a saloon owner and you bought your drinks from the Moonshine Shack, maybe from Maggie or somebody like that, and then you brought the drinks in and you were able to sell the drinks to people that came into your saloon and wanted a drink. And maybe they could have, in addition to dancing, maybe they could have, oh, I don't know, maybe for some of you people, maybe pole dancing? I don't know. I'm just saying that you know, that's a possibility. I mean, cattle, maybe raising cattle. You know, Alpha Wolf would probably love that. I mean, he's a cattle rancher out in Colorado. He's a true sense of the word, you know, of cowboy. You know, his family, they own a cattle ranch out there. Maybe he'd like to do that here. Maybe you want to be a sheep farmer, you know. Maybe you'll be a sheep farmer, and we'll have that clash between the sheep and cattle and fencing in the areas that are there. Lots of different things. Lots and lots of different things. I don't know. As I say, it could go on and on. And I don't think that it would take all that much to do that. What I do find is simply this. With all of the people out there that run these modded games, their ability to create and their thought process of where they're going with what it is that they create is absolutely spectacular. So if it's spectacular for them and they can do it so easily, They do it in just a matter of what seems like minutes. It's probably a lot longer than that, but nonetheless, they produce it on a very rapid basis. Why can't Rockstar do that? I say, go ahead and hire some of these people to work for them, and see what they can do for them. I think that it would be a great thing along the way. RYU Ironsides, good day to you, sir. Pleased that you're here. Hope all is well with you. RYU Ironside, yes, sir. Taco Bandit is here. The possibilities and potentials for this game are endless. Oh, I tell you what, how about something like this? I love the idea of the stables. I love the idea of horses. I love the idea of racing. Let's suppose, for example, you're going to a horse race. Well, I'll tell you what, you want that horse to get some traction, and you don't want him slipping and sliding around, so you change his horseshoes to a horseshoe that is more suitable for racing. How about that? So that you could be a blacksmith. Or how about the fact that you could take and you had to maintain your wagons through maintenance, like we have to maintain our horses, things of that nature. Maybe somebody wants to run a grocery store. It just goes on and on and on. And as far as I'm concerned, well, Lace says no guns in racing. Yeah, and I can agree with that. But here's the deal. Way back when, in the very beginning, Rockstar created an area whereby you could go in and you could select only the things that you wanted to do. You would check, okay, I only want point-to-point races. I don't want target races, so you leave them out. And that was in place to work. And it's broke. It's never, ever worked. Not from the time that they created it. It hasn't worked. So maybe fix that. That in itself would take a lot of people, and they say, I'm not going into racing whereby there are griefers in there and they're constantly shooting. Who ever heard of a horse race where you can pull out a gun and shoot somebody in the back of the head? You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't happen. I love horse racing. It's one of the things that I specialize in, but I don't like the shooting that goes on in horse racing. I want to race the horses for the thrill of the race. I want that going on. That's what I'm looking for. I want to be able to maybe join up with another group. Maybe you can expand your posse. That would be kind of nice to be able to expand your posse from 7 to 10 or 12. Or something like that. Maybe even get into something whereby I, as a posse leader, can align with another posse leader in the one lobby, and we can do some things together. We could have competitions against each other, some fair competitions, not lopsided competitions where people use different cheats and god modes and invisibility and off radar and lag switching and Cronus and those things. It'd be able to, ban those damn things, and Rockstar should be able to do that so that we don't have to deal with that as players. It's crazy to have to deal with that as players. It's just not right. It's not right for the people that want to come in and play the game lineal. And if you play the game linearly, then what you're doing is you're moving from A to Z. You're not getting hung up in one particular area, just getting yourself killed constantly by people that are not just griefing, but are griefing with cheat modes in place. How awesome would that be, is to be able to eliminate them. And what you would have is you would have people coming in to play the game for what the game is, what have you. Now, there are some people that want to come in and fight all the time. Well, that's okay. That's okay, as long as you go fight in the areas that you can go fight in and not drag people in kicking and screaming to the game that you as a fighter wants to play when I as a non-fighter don't want to play. So that's the way that you have it. Now, I'll give you an example. I have a extremely good kill ration to deaths. But I don't want to use it on other people. I want to play the game linearly. But when I get confronted, then I'll go about doing it. I'll go about doing what I have to do to stay alive, so to speak. And so that's one area that you can go in. For me, personally, I like coming into the game and playing all aspects of this game. All the aspects, some more than others, obviously. We got a blueberry out there. I'm just keeping an eye on him. Make sure that he is not one of those griefers that we were talking about. Now, I like playing this game. I like collecting belt buckles. I like collecting medallions. I've got, for example, 600 of the 657 that are available. So I still got 57 to go in order to be able to knock that out. And the fact of the matter is I will not live long enough to do that because some of them are so detailed and so complicated. Now there's multiple players out there. But to show you how insanely intense I am about playing this game, I'm a numbers freak, so to speak. Details. Now I'm watching this guy here. I was going to show you something here, but I want to keep an eye on this guy because, camps aren't as safe as they used to be. They're just not. People can lasso you and drag you out of camp. People can actually shoot you from outside of camp while you're inside camp.
No pun intended.
And I'm just keeping an eye on these guys. I got one to my left, one to my right. I really don't expect any trouble, but the only way to not expect trouble is to be aware of who's around you and be ready for trouble if it occurs. So that type of thing. But what I was going to get to is I am so anal with this game. I have dozens of these books. Dozens of these books. Now I'm going to look below the book to see if it shows up. All right, you can see all of the writing in the book, and you can turn the page, and there's some more. It doesn't matter where you go in the book. We can open it to some more pages right there. And, there's writing and notes on both pages. I have dozens of these books. When the game first began, I still have them today. I still use them every day. I use them because I write out my dailies so that I don't have to constantly do drop downs to look at them. I can, during a black screen or during a transition, I can look down at my worksheet and say, oh, I've still got this to do, that to do, and this to do, and be able to do it without having to use the drop down. And it kind of speeds things up when I'm playing by myself. So I've got literally dozens of those. And I kept track of people that were griefers. I can tell you all kinds of things. I can tell you where the chipmunks are. I can tell you where they pee under the tree. I can tell you where the ducks are. I can tell you all of the hills, whether they're ducks or geese, whether there's a combination of them. I can tell you all of that stuff because I noted it, and that's how I learned to play the game. I still put notes in the pad you sent me, says Slayer Brooks. Well, there you go. There you go. Put your notes in, work the game, and that doesn't mean that you have to work this game according to the way that Rockstar wants you to use it. That's just a suggestion. Think outside of the box. Do your own thing. Play your own game. Take for example, I come over here and I go down to pinned. I have certain things here that I constantly keep track of where I'm at, and what I'm doing. And where I'm going with it. And usually I have a lot more than what's here. I just haven't got in to refresh what it is that I'm doing. But at some point I will do that. And it goes on and on and on. So that's what I do. That's the way I play the game. And then I got involved in streaming, and now streaming is a different thing altogether. Now all of a sudden, we're streaming on. We try streaming on TikTok, and that works out okay, but not great. And we switch over to Twitch. That works beautifully, but I have to change internets. So I did. But now all of a sudden I can't use TikTok. But eventually I know that fiber optics is coming. Fiber optics is finally here, so we're able to now stream on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube all at the same time, without any lags, without any pauses. It's just working beautifully. Being able to use all of these overlays and things of that nature. I do it for me. I do it for you. Because if I'm going to do this, I want to do something that is enjoyable. Not only to me, but to you as well. And I have always said to everybody out there, if you've got any ideas on what we can do to make this game more interesting, then by all means, send me a DM, send me a private message, give me a call on the telephone. It doesn't matter. I talk Red Dead all day long. I could do that. Yes, I could. And by the way, speaking of new things coming up, we've got some challenges. Go over to our Discord, take a look at our Discord, and right now we've got Slaughter on the Water coming up in a couple of weeks, whereby you're going to be able to go out into some steamboats, and one steamboat of people versus another steamboat of people, kind of a last man standing type thing, and you win a prize for being the winner, the overall winner of the competition. We've got all kinds of things going on. We have call to arms going on. We have kart racing going on. We have triathlons going on. We have boxing matches going on, although we haven't done that in some time. But it just goes on and on and on. And yeah, that's where we're at. I'm kind of spent out right now just on talking about this game, but I get excited about this game. I really do. You know, how about this wagon right here? How about being able to do a little bit more with the wagon? How about the ability to take a wagon, whether it be this wagon or another wagon that you have in camp, and you could load up some extra pelts on it, maybe some fat, some for E-rounds. Things of that nature. That would be great. Yeah, rooftop rumble. There you go. We did some rooftop rumbling. We could do that again. That's probably in the near future, is to come back around on some of these things. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, for me, I would like to, for example, be able to take this damn campfire that I've got, and I'd like to go back to just the campfire. This is the deluxe campfire, but I don't like it at all, even though you can cook faster with it and you can do all of those types of things. For me, it's nothing but aesthetic clutter in the game, and it's a lot of clutter trying to get around sometimes and what have you. So I'd like to be able to go in and delete it, but I can't. So we should have the option to be able to go in and delete. Or how about when we're done with a horse, we're able to sell it back to Rockstar for maybe 20 cents on the dollar, maybe 10 cents on the dollar, but something rather than nothing, rather than just delete it, rather than just put it out to pasture, sell it, that type of thing. Maybe some interactions between people in the game, maybe monetarily, maybe bank-wise, maybe who knows. Whatever we could think of there. Not sure. So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That was fun. All right, well, our viewer numbers are up, so maybe that ranting and raving draws people in. Not sure, but those are my ideas on the game. I think we have... I'll tell you another thing I would like to have weather conditions that are a little bit more accurate insofar as snow, like when we have snow during the Christmas season. We have snow for 30 days and you can't go anywhere without the snow. How about the fact that, you know, just like in real life, you don't always have snow, and sometimes it can melt back to nothing but plush green grass type thing, or brown grass depending. And be able to ride around without the snow, and then a snowstorm comes in. Maybe we deal with a hurricane, or maybe it'll be a tropical storm. Now we do have a dust storm that occurs down in Armadillo, but it's a minor one, and we have thunderstorms. I don't see why we couldn't have a hurricane blow through, and it upsets your wagon and it upsets your camp, and you have to do some rebuilding, and that rebuilding costs money. So you do that, and that all depends upon the luck of where you position your camp, and whether that tornado, that hurricane, comes in randomly speaking, and that would be kind of fun to do that. Major lag, yeah. Snow when it's 82, yeah. Not snow when it's 82 degrees, exactly. Yeah, tornadoes. I would like to see some Native Americans in this game. And maybe the Native Americans are always, they're kind of like the gangs here. They just are constantly at odds. However, you might be able to go and negotiate a peace treaty with them. You and only your group. And then over a period of time, it runs out. I mean, come on! It's just never ending with this. It could be spectacular. You know, here's a game that could be spectacular without a whole lot of effort. And personally, I believe that GTA is a whole lot of effort. and it's just not a game for me. Never has been, never will be, as much as I try. And everybody that knows me knows that I get kind of quirky. It's like, for example, I can't stand the bolt action. I can't stand that bolt action rifle because the timing of it is just so odd for me. It shoots well, but the loading of it is just really, really crazy for me. I don't particularly care for that. So I've put it away and I'll never use it again. As much as I've tried to use it, I just can't get used to it. I'd sooner have something like the Springfield. It might be slower, but it has a rhythm to it. Kaboom, 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 kaboom. And it loads the same way every single time. So that's what I like. All right, so that's it. I guess I've yapped on long enough, and it's now time for me to go join the real life. I've got plenty to do out there in real life. Now listen, I thank all the raiders today. We had 66 raiders today. 36 of them came from CTIA, and 30 of them came from Emzon Stream. Emzon Stream. And I thank both raiders for bringing in any of their raiding party, any of their gang members. Thank you so much for being here. I would like to be able to reciprocate at some point, but Rockstar made it difficult for us to, not Rockstar, but Twitch made it difficult for us to go in and pick somebody that is streaming and raid them. It's not as easy as it used to be. And so there you have it. Things just keep getting made more complicated. And speaking of that, I got one last thing to rave about. One last thing to bitch about, okay? I just got, are there any online? Are you kidding me? Are there any online achievements for this? For what? There's online achievements for online, absolutely. Belt buckles, medallions, the completion of different events. Oh my God, yes. There's just so much going on. You need to be here. That's what you need to be. All right, you need to be here. And you can hear my phone ringing. I don't answer the phone when I'm on Rockstar. I don't care who it is. All right, this one last thing I wanted to complain about. About a year and a half ago, I lose track of time. Maybe it was even longer. We had a massive DLC, and that massive DLC came from Microsoft, and it was regarding communications. And prior to that DLC, I never had any trouble with communications whatsoever. I could be in party chat, I could be in gang chat, or I could be in like a free roam chat, for lack of better terms. And it came just as easy as can be. But since we got this download from Microsoft that was supposed to fix all of our communication problems, I have had nothing but problems with communicating with people. There's constantly problems. And, I just don't get stuff like that either. But anyway, that's my bitching. Thank you all so very, very much for being here. Thank you, TikTokers. Thank you, YouTubers. Thank you, Twitchers. Appreciate you all so very much. We'll be back here tomorrow morning. I love doing that call to arms. We were able to do it and complete it without taking any weapons off the ground, without collecting any ammo from the game, without a Deadeye card in place, and do it solo. It was fun. Thank you all so very much. Stay well, stay safe. Adios, amigos. I hope to see you in the morning. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Adios.